Time for high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast of high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel is presented by Alignment Pros, Automoca, Color FX, Global Car Care, One Way Construction, and the Windmill Restaurant. NCWLIFE channel's coverage is also brought to you by Charter College and the Walkabout Grill. Now let's go live for all the action for tonight's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE channel.
Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome to Wenatchee High School. Along with Leanne Branham, I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCWLIFE channel as we bring you the battle of the Cross River rivals. It's Eastmont, it's Wenatchee. The Wildcats at 6-2, the Panthers at 5-3, and Leanne, it sounds like Wenatchee's playing about their best volleyball right now.
Yes, from what I've heard and what I've seen, they're playing at the top of their game, but like I've said with you every single time, you have no idea. It's teenage girls and it's high school volleyball.
Now, lifetime, Wenatchee has a huge advantage in the series with Eastmont, but out of the past 6 meetings, Eastmont's won 4 of those, and all 4 of those have gone 5 games each, including a month ago when they played.
Yep, absolutely. I'm definitely expecting a long game tonight. If we're out of here in less than 5, I'd be very surprised.
Well, let's talk about Eastmont. They won on Tuesday night, but they admitted through the team as well as their coach that maybe they were looking ahead a little bit to Wenatchee tonight. That shows you just how big this match is.
Right, I think that you prepare for this game all the time, and coaches, it's a rivalry for them as much as they can be friends or may not even know each other. It's intense, but like Eastmont said, they shouldn't be looking past their current opponent on Tuesday. They should not have been focusing on today because that can set you up for failure. Luckily, they were still able to pull out a win.
Well, what's on the line here is the 2nd seed, which means a first-round bye, and you don't have to play that play-in game, and who knows what happens in those. Right now, West Valley atop the standings. Of course, the Rams probably going to win the district title again. They will host the district tournament, but it's all about that play-in come November, and one of these 2 teams will be sitting in that 2nd seed and not have to play the play-in game. We're going to talk to the coaches as we continue. It's Eastmont and Wenatchee volleyball coming up next on the NCWLIFE channel.
Thanks for watching sports on the NCWLIFE channel. It's brought to you in part by the Fireplace Guys, Central Washington's most trusted names in fireplace and barbecue sales, installation, and service. Located at 1205 Walnut Street in Wenatchee, thefireplaceguy.net. Beneficial In-Home Care, your compassionate in-home care provider. All the benefits of assisted living while remaining within the comfort of your own home. And the Windmill Restaurant, providing traditional steakhouse meals in a homey, old-fashioned dining room. Call 509-665-9529.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise.
Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Global Car Care's technicians are ASE Master Techs and well-versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you're all set.
These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
The pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE channel. We're joined by Corinne Davis, the head coach for Eastmont. Well, Corinne, you guys won on Tuesday night without even playing your best volleyball. I guess that's a good thing and maybe not so good all at the same time.
I just hope maybe we saved it for today. I guess that's the best I got for that kind of an answer. So they're ready, though. We had a really good practice yesterday to prepare for today.
Yeah, and I guess my question is, so you guys played them last time. I wasn't there, unfortunately, but it was a hard-fought battle. Like, are you anticipating the same thing, or what have you guys done to prepare to not have it be that kind of battle?
I mean, everyone would prefer, as long as it's a good match. I mean, if it goes 5, it goes 5. We'd prefer it not to be quite as long, but it was a really good match. We're preparing for that again. It seems to always be that way with Eastmont and Wenatchee, so we're going to prepare for it all night.
Yeah. Awesome, thank you.
We've got the little one that wanted to join us here on camera here. It seems that both these teams, no matter what the sport is, always try to ratchet things up when they play one another. How do you keep the emotions in check as a coach?
That's a hard one because there is a lot of emotion there between the 2 of them. I just try to remind them it's just another team. Yeah, that might be the Wenatchee and we might be the East Wenatchee, but we just have to go out there and do what we know how to do. And when we get too emotional, that's when things fall apart. So I try to just remind them it's just another game.
Well, we love it when they show the emotions on their face. It's a roller coaster ride, and we're expecting one here tonight. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Corinne Davis joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back with the head coach for Wenatchee, Connor Metcalf, right after this on the NCWLIFE channel.
What's your Automoca emergency? It's a Paprika mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes.
My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Where will you be a year from now? You could be working as a medical assistant. The Charter College Medical Assistant Certificate Program gets you work ready in 10 months. Add 5 more months to earn an associate degree. We prepare you with hands-on training and support you after graduation with job search help and interview skills. Institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, Charter has been training healthcare professionals for more than 30 years. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
Thanks for watching sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Brought to you by One Way Construction, premier custom home builders and construction company for North Central Washington, including general contracting, framing, concrete, and consulting services. OneWayConstructionNW.com. The Fireplace Guys, Central Washington's most trusted names in fireplace and barbecue sales, installation, and service, located at 1205 Walnut Street, Wenatchee. TheFireplaceGuy.net. And Beneficial In-Home Care, your compassionate in-home care provider. All the benefits of assisted living while remaining within the comfort of your own home.
The pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE channel here at Wenatchee High School as we get ready for the Panthers and the Wildcats. Now joined by Connor Metcalf, the head coach for the Wenatchee Panthers. Well, Coach, you always want to have your team playing their best at the end of the season. Sounds like the girls are playing pretty good right now.
Playing some good ball, you know, just doing what we've been working on all season and making some key switches, key changes in a lineup, and just have a lot of girls that are stepping on the floor that are confident.
Yeah, so my question for you is that I was not there when you guys played last time. Super bummed about it that I missed it. But what do you do different this time to capitalize and end up with a W?
You know, we just play our game. We play to our strengths. We play to our scouting report. We've worked super hard to get to this point in the season. We've got great momentum. We're playing great ball against some great teams. And it's a rivalry match, so there's that much more emotion to help us, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, best of luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Well, it sounds like you guys had some pretty good success against Eastmont in your tournament. Is that a maybe mind advantage, if not anything else?
You know, we take it one day at a time. We come in, we try to be as professional as possible. We try to execute our game plans and get to where we're just focusing on our side of the floor. And if we can execute that, you know, I think we'll do well.
I got to ask you the same question I asked Corinne. Emotions. This matchup between these two teams, the emotions are even higher than normal. How do you keep that in check as a coach?
You know, you definitely feel some nerves. I'm not out of the realm of feeling nerves. You know, you just got to focus on what matters. And once the first whistle goes and the first serve goes over the net, I'm pretty calm. It's just a matter of staying consistent throughout it, not getting too high on the emotion, not getting too low on the emotion. We can balance that out, focus on what we need to do on our side of the net, and make some adjustments in game. You know, it keeps the emotion level continuing to go up most of the time. So,
well, best of luck tonight. Keep everybody healthy.
Thank you very much.
There you go, Connor Metcalf joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back, get you the lineups, and get you the first serve. It's Wenatchee and Eastmont next on the NCWLIFE channel.
The pros, alignment pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
Welcome back once again to Wenatchee High School as Eastmont continues their warm-ups here, and we get ready for Big 9 volleyball tonight on the NCWLIFE channel, along with Leanne Branham. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Well, coming off a Tuesday night, both Wenatchee and Eastmont picked up victories. The Wildcats shut out Eisenhower 3 games to none. Wenatchee Had a tough time in game 2, but was able to travel to Davis and get the victory against the Pirates 3-1. So coming in, we mentioned West Valley atop the standings, 8-0. They're 9-0 on the season. Eastmont right now in second place at 6-2 in the Big Nine. Wenatchee, boy, they've really rebounded from a slow start. They're 5-3 now on the season. Wenatchee's won they've won 3 in a row, including Davis, Sunnyside, and Eisenhower. Their last loss came, well, like everybody else, to West Valley. That's the same thing for Eastmont. They've won 6 of their past 7. That one loss came to West Valley. And Leanne, is it fair to measure yourself against the Rams?
Well, I think definitely, because if you're able to take points, games, or even, compete with them, that's going to show you where you're going to stand in this league. I mean, if you're able to do that and no one else can, that shows where you're, where you're at, for sure.
Absolutely.
And from what I hear, when Wenatchee went down there, I'm not sure about Eastmont, but I guess there was some pretty competitive points.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Well, you love that.
Yeah. West Valley's just got something in their water right now. Grows them big.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've got 3 D1 commitments, I believe, on the varsity right now.
Yep.
And, I mean, that's just unheard of. And West Valley, it's strange, though, because the rest of their sports seem to have lagged somewhat from where they used to be.
Yeah.
But volleyball, they've got a volleyball factory going on right now.
Yep. Katie Orgill's a beast down there, and she does a great job with that team.
The officials being recognized right now here at the facility this week. The Big Nine Athletic Association has chosen this week to recognize officials for all that they do. And the captains for both teams are going to present a little something, a little gift, a little thank you to our officials tonight. We have Mark Colander, who's our head referee. Kirk Einspar is the umpire. Leon Grant and Madison Schoening are the lines people, the captains for both teams, going out and handing them a little thank you note. And, boy, we wouldn't be able to play the games without the officials.
Absolutely true. They are a big part of this. And it's harder than you think.
Oh, I mean, just what we have seen sitting in our nice little easy chairs here next to the court, in, out. Yeah, your guess is good as mine.
It's hard, especially when you're a little, it's not right in front of your feet. And even when it is in front of your feet, it's tricky.
And the linesmen, too, and I know they get help from from the referee and from the umpire on those calls that are away from them, down the court on their line, but still, it's a long way away.
It is, and there's always a girl diving for a ball, an interference of some sort, and honestly, when you're standing there watching volleyball, I have to admit, I get caught up watching the game, so sometimes you're like, oh, shoot, what just happened?
Well, and that's the tough thing, too, is that I know this from officiating football, is that it is easier to see the game when you're not so close to it.
Oh, totally.
And that might sound strange.
No, it's not.
But, you hear that all the time. Well, come on, ref, you were right there. Well, sometimes that's the hardest place to be, is right there.
Right.
I always thought that Sundays watching NFL games, they should have an official up in the stands.
Right.
Because you can actually see the game better from up high.
Totally. Totally. And I'm a firm believer that coaching is harder on your body than playing.
So,
Is that weird to say
No.
that? But there were, all the years I coached, I would get home from tournaments and be absolutely physically exhausted. But when I used to play, I'd go home and jump around and go shoot some hoops or something.
Well, the stress factor of that.
Or age, too.
Well, nah, I don't believe that for a second. The starters and non-starters being announced here tonight at Wenatchee High School as we get ready for this matchup between the Panthers and the Wildcats. And I think it deserves to be said again, the last 6 times these two teams have met, 4 of those 6 games have gone 5 games. And, well, all 4 of those 5 setters have been won by the Eastmont Wildcats.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
That's a heavy stat.
It is. It is. And, but as we talked about off the air, coming into this one, Wenatchee really dominated Eastmont in the volleyball tournament here at Wenatchee High School last weekend.
Yeah, they did. From what I heard, both Emily Redmond and Megan Wolf just absolutely dominated. So we'll see if they can come out and do that again. But like we've said, I mean, it's crazy town when you're playing East Wenatchee and Wenatchee together.
We are going to take a break, get the anthem out of the way, and get you ready for volleyball. Coming up next on the NCWLIFE channel. We'll be right back.
The
Walkabout Grill, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner in downtown Wenatchee and now downtown Leavenworth, where eating out is eating healthy.
Thanks for watching sports on the NCWLIFE channel. It's brought to you in part by the Fireplace Guys, Central Washington's most trusted names in fireplace and barbecue sales, installation, and service. Located at 1205 Walnut Street in Wenatchee, thefireplaceguy.net. Beneficial In-Home Care, your compassionate in-home care provider. All the benefits of assisted living while remaining within the comfort of your own home. And the Windmill Restaurant, providing traditional steakhouse meals in a homey, old-fashioned dining room. Call 509-665-9529.
Können Sie mir das Problem sagen?
Meinen Zylinder überschwimmt. Flute, ich habe mein Fugen verloren.
Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragen schließen. How you?
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
Wonderful job on the anthem again tonight by a player off the junior varsity squad, Daniela Alpire. Thank you, Daniela, for giving us that wonderful rendition of our national anthem as we get ready for volleyball tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel. Looks to me like I can look out there and get the ladies in order, or are they doing it numerically?
They are numerically.
They are numerical. So lineups are a little tough right now. I didn't get those from these because the coaches wait until last minute.
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing over there. You took my job.
No, I didn't get it. So we'll just announce them as they come out here for the start of this one. And we've had so many that have gone 5. Like you said to somebody here, it'd be kind of a shame not to go 5 here tonight.
I mean, I feel like people paid the money. However, I am a firm believer that volleyball's 3. That's just how it is.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it is. The first to 3 wins. So. Our opening service tonight brought to you by Swoboda Photography, creating a custom boutique experience on location or at their studio in Leavenworth. Call 509-888-6654. That's 509-888-6654. All right, so here we go. We've got the lineup out here now, and Emma Damon out there for the Eastmont Wildcats, along with Ashlyn Grasseth. That freshman has done very well this year. Britt Vaughn in the lineup, as well as Lena Mercado. Also out there is Janae Wiggs, along with Sarah Schwartz. Meanwhile, for the Wenatchee Panthers up front, they have Lauren Clark on the front row, along with Emily Redmond. And there is Megan Wolfie, I like to call her. Also out there, Sydney Brownlee is libero. She is out there along with Sierra White, and the service will be Lily Dexter. Those are the lineups. Here we go, ready for volleyball tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. And the first service is to Britt Vaughn. They get it up, and there is a nasty shot by Janae Wiggs. And she played a key part in Eastmont's victory earlier this season, about a month ago, at home against the Wenatchee Panthers. So 1-0 Eastmont with the first point, and Olivia Stanaway checks in for the service. Back line, it goes to Brownlee. Up front, and here's Megan Wolf. A nice job by Damon. They cross it over to Britt Vaughn. Her shot blocked to the net. It falls down for a point for the Panthers. So defensive points, first 2 in the game. Brownlee will be the server here, the 5'3" senior. Where's number 1? Connor Metcalf coming off the bench to make sure the girls are where he wants them to be. Service, tough one to Vaughn, up to Damon. Now backside it goes to Mercado, and it's in. Lena Mercado has gotten more and more playing time for Eastmont as the season has progressed. Now checking in Ashlyn Grasseth to replace Colby Vauchon. And the service for Eastmont by Sarah Schwartz. It'll go back line. Dexter has a hard time with it. Brownlee chases it down, and a good job by White to get it back over. Up to Damon. Now across, and Grasseth with the kill attempt at the net. Counter by Brownlee. Up front to Wolf. Back it goes to Damon. Back set there for Britt Vaughn. Now up front, here comes Megan Wolf. Blocked at the net. Nice job by Eastmont. A good volley for a 3rd point of the game. Make that the 4th point. Here's a touch by Damon. Back line, it goes to Dexter. Reverse set and a kill attempt up front by Redmond. What Eastmont counters. The block. Off the hit by Vaughn. Out of bounds. Point for Eastmont.
This is going to be a fun, exciting game if every point is played like that one tonight.
2 volleys out of the first 4 points going multiple hits. Service by Swartz is deep, and it's out. So our first service error of the game. Eastmont had 6 in its first game Tuesday night against Eisenhower. Redmond on the service, lefty from the left side. Eastmont scrambling, Grasseth gets it over. Back line it goes to Dexter. Up front on the set now, Wolf into the nets. Points, Eastmont. Substitution coming in for Eastmont, Jenica Camacho. She'll be the server as Lena Mercado takes his seat. 4-2, Eastmont with the advantage. Service to Dexter. Then to White. Then to Wolf. Cross court. Too far. Tried to find the hole the opposite side, but a little bit too strong on the hits. Point to Eastmont.
Like Wenatchee kind of needs to get the jitters out a little bit. I feel like they're not playing without a little bit of fear right now.
Eastmont service again. This time to Redmond. Up front to White. Reverse it too. And a nice kill there and a point by Cammie Worley. You've seen her more than I have here recently.
Yeah.
Her game continues to progress.
It continues to progress. It makes me a little bummed out that she had a year off, because where she could be right now had she been out here last year. But yeah, she's definitely an asset to the Panthers.
Megan Wolf with the service. Nice serve. Back line to Camacho. Up front, here's the kill by Grasseth. Nice job by Wenatchee. Here's the counter. And Worley again. Vauchon gets to it. Goes over. And nice getting across with Stanaway. And it's in. Britt Vaughn pumps a fist high into the air.
I want to know what her vertical was on that second jump, the celebratory jump.
Big.
6-3
our score. Timeout on the floor. Our broadcast brought to you by the Alignment Pros and Express Lube. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube, including front and four-wheel alignment. Online at alignpros.com or at 182 Eastmont Avenue. Also by Automoca. What's your Automoca emergency? Visit one of their 6 locations in the valley, including the only Automoca with inside seating on 5th Street across from the college. Along with Leanne Branham, Eric Granstrom here, and Eastmont, I'll tell you what, already looking better than they did all night Tuesday night.
Okay.
So they have brought their A game.
Awesome.
For
That's
this
the way
match.
it should be.
That's the way it should be, definitely. Britt Vaughn will be the service. And in that second game against Eisenhower, Eastmont was down by 4. Vaughn served 10 points in a row.
Wow.
Service ticks the top of the net. Nice job by Brownlee to get down after it. Now
I
they
can
go to
see
Dexter.
how come with that ball. That was a strong serve.
Up front, crossover to Janae Wiggs. Back line to Wolf. Up front it goes to White. Here near side to Dexter. Nice counter by Vaughn. Tapped at the net. They swipe it over. Vaughn over to Damon. Crosses it over to Janae Wiggs, and it's in! Off of the hands of Sydney Brownlee. Another point to Eastmont. They lead it 7-3. Again, Vaughn on the service. Tough serve. 2 Panthers going after it. Redmond and Brownlee skims off of both of them out of bounds. It's an ace. I feel like I have to mention here, Corinne Davis is really not feeling well here tonight. She's got some medical issues going on, but really, literally gutting it out to be here.
Yeah.
You can just see the grimace on her face as she goes to try to coach the ladies as they play here.
I was going to wait till we were off the air to tell you, but she just jumped up because she got so excited for her team and then immediately grabs her ribs.
8-4 the score. Second service error by Eastmont here in the game. Now the serve to Wenatchee's Jenna Osborne. Jenna. Back line it goes. Eastmont with the counter, and Grasseth off the line on her kill attempt at the net. I mean, for a freshman, Ashlyn Grasseth has just really played so well this year.
Absolutely. She was on my stepdaughter's club team, and she has improved so much.
Osborne again, second service in a row, and it's out. I think it even went outside the antenna here near side. The official steps out, Kirk Einspar, and motions that fact. Substitution here, Sarah Schwartz comes back in for Eastmont. And Worley will take a seat for Wenatchee. I didn't catch who came back in. I think it was Lauren Clark who came back in. That serve, it's in. Wow. Colby Vauchal with a beautiful serve there. And the ace, and look at that. Eastmont doubling up Wenatchee here in the first game, 10-5. Vauchal on the service. Again, that dead spin, no spin at all. Now the club, there it is up front. And that was Lauren Clark on the hit.
It's coming so fast, that's a very hard ball to defend. So I think Wenatchee needs to push that. I heard that that is the same thing that was kind of working for the Panthers on Saturday.
Okay, 10-6 the score. Panthers get the service back here as Sierra White will service. And her serve diving down. Good job by Jenica Camacho to get to it. Here's a kill attempt at the net by Wiggs, counter by Wenatchee. Dexter back to Vauchal, now up front to Wiggs, too deep. No, it's in. Wow. I thought that ball was heading out, and it had that forward spin and curved in, and it's a point for the Wildcats. 11-6 our score. We'll take a 30-second break with the timeout by Wenatchee and come your way back next where you're watching Big Nine Volleyball on the NCWLIFE channel.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frapita mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate Frapita.
Definitely espresso shakes.
My favorite is the mocha Frapita.
A peach Red Bull.
Another timeout taken by the Panthers. Substitution here for Eastmont. In comes Lena Mercado, and back to serve goes Emma Damon. Along with Leanne Branham, Eric Grandstrom with you. The service by Damon. Rifle shot across the net. A little swipe at the line here for Redmond. Set for Wiggs. Ticks off a finger. Wenatchee countering, and a beautiful try. And a good job diving down by Mercado to get it, and a point. Wow. Wenatchee with the point closes the gap to 11-7. It's Lily Dexter on the service. Second time around for her. Back line of that one, a little bit too strong for Mercado. Got right into her face and kind of put her in a between place to be. And she gets instruction from her coach, Corinne Davis. Dexter, service. And Vaughn, scramble. Vauchal, Damon gets it over. Back line it goes to Brownlee. Up front. Now the reverse kill for Redmond, and that one's going to go out of bounds and will be a point for Wenatchee. Redmond with the kill from the right side.
And that is exactly what I heard helped them beat Eastmont on Saturday, is that strong left-handed hit from that right side.
11-9 to score. Dexter again trying for her third consecutive point here. Vaughn backline. Damon up front, back to Vaughn from 7 feet, and it's in! Wow! That's something that we did not see Britt Vaughn able to get Tuesday night against Eisenhower. Trying to kill from the backside there, but she was able to get the angle and get the point to break the string for Lily Dexter. Stanaway now on the service for Eastmont, leading it by 3, 12-9 here in the first game. Oh, what a tough serve. And that's going to go down for a point for the Wildcats. I think Wenatchee thought they got a pancake there.
Well, I think she knew she didn't, but they were going to play it out.
Okay.
You might as well if you don't hear that whistle.
Absolutely. Tough to hear it tonight. Big crowd on hand, as we expected, at Wenatchee High School. Stanaway service this time way too deep, and it goes out. Third service error against Eastmont. None for Wenatchee so far.
Your coach pointed out, we've had 3. That's enough.
13-10 the score. Service to Sydney Brownlee. Down the line she comes to Stanaway, to Damon, then to Mercado, block at the net. Nice job by Wolf recovering her own. Now she'll get it back, and it's in. Beautiful play by Megan Wolf. Wow.
Other than a little set, she did that all on her own right there.
First on the recovery on her block that came back to her. Wow. 13-11. Brownlee on the service. Back line, barely getting it was Stanaway. Now to Vaughn. Vaughn with a two-handed tap at the net. Up front it comes. Here's Megan Wolf. Finds the hole in the pond. Beautiful vision and touch at the net. 2 points in a row by Megan Wolf up front. Brownlee again is on the service. Dying Quail as it comes across. Damon across. Now the kill attempt by Vaughn. Wenatchee counters. They got it across. And a pancake try by Vauchon. But Mercado couldn't get down after it. We're going to get a timeout as we are now tied at 13 here in the first game.
We knew this is what it would be like.
We thought this is what it would be like. I didn't know for sure. I mean, how can you possibly bring your A game against your arch rival every single time?
Well, they might not be bringing their A game, but they're bringing the same game.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's always going to happen.
Very good point. Very good point. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Color FX, offering screen printing, embroidery, digital printing, and logo design for your team, school, business, or church at a fair price. Locally owned for over 20 years. Call Color FX at 509-741-7609. That's 509-741-7609. Also by Global Car Care, a quality auto repair facility with highly trained technicians celebrating 25 years in the car care business. They speak your car's language at 1840 North Wenatchee Avenue. So timeout taken by Eastmont, all tied up. Wenatchee's trailed the whole time here, and we're going to get an official. Mark Colander says, wait a minute, I wasn't quite ready yet. So they're going to reserve this one.
That's always a funny call to me because I thought I heard a whistle too, but how are you not ready? What else are you doing up there?
Exactly. Back line to Stanaway. Now the set for, it's in again. Britt Vaughn. I don't think she's missed yet on those.
No. Wow. I like watching her get kills because I like watching her jump afterwards. Man,
yeah, her celebratory jump is higher than her kill jump.
I don't remember that from last year. I love it.
Sarah Schwartz now on the service for Eastmont, leading at 14-13. Back line, it goes to Brownlee up front on the sets, and a kill by Redmond. Grasseth was there, but falling down, the ball followed her to the floor, and a point for Wenatchee, and we're tied again at 14. Redmond on the service. Tough serve. Up front, the reset to Britt Vaughn. My goodness, she is feeling it here tonight.
On fire.
Mercado replaced in the lineup for Camacho, or by Camacho, here for Eastmont. Every time Wenatchee's reeled them in, Eastmont scored the next point. Service, Brownlee to White, to Megan Wolf, and there's the shotgun from Megan, whose dad loves to duck hunt. She found some feathers right there.
What?
It's true.
Hey, that was a great analogy.
Thank you very much.
Eric, I always appreciate
and Megan
your
Wolf,
funny
who
things.
got the point, now on the service. Back line to Vauchon, up front to Damon, crosses over to Vaughn. Vaughn blocked at the net, and we're going to get a double hit as Vauchon. They're going to say it hit the net. It wasn't a block. Wow.
I don't know if I disagree with him, honestly, though. It kind of hit the bottom of the tape. It just bounced back hard because she hits it so dang hard. That's the one thing about being an amazingly hard hitter is you're going to get blocked really hard.
Speaking of hard hits, that was a definite hard serve there from Megan Wolf. Now a little bit awkward on the set to Lily Dexter, but she got it across. Now they go for the opposite side.
She jumped so high that she could see that like above the net.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure her head was above the net right there.
Britt Vaughn is, a woman possessed right now for Eastmont. She is absolutely feeling it, and now she got the point. She gets the serve.
She did it. This is where Wenatchee needs to capitalize when she's in the back row, so we'll see what they can do.
Redmond to Brownlee, White, and then the kill by Dexter hit the antenna, so it's out. Wenatchee has led once in this first game. We've had, 3 ties? 17-16. Eastmont by 1. Again, here comes Britt Vaughn on the service. Spinning ball. Nice job by Redmond to get to it. Now the set, and there's Cammie Worley with a point for Wenatchee. Her minutes are quality minutes while she's out there.
Her minutes are quality minutes. I think she's a great addition to the squad this year. Just gives them a little bit something different.
Service here for Jenna Osborne, tied at 17. Wenatchee trying to take its second lead of the contest. Jump serve, ticks the net, and tough for Vauchon. Sprawling to the floor, the ball ricochets off of her thumbs to her chin, and it's a point for Wenatchee.
I thoroughly enjoy her. She knew she made a mistake and just laughs at herself. She's a gamer for sure.
Osborne again on the service. Back line, there is Camacho. to Damon. Now to Vaughn. Vaughn got it over again. She's not had one missed hit tonight, but that one a little bit too much for Camacho to handle. Spins out off the end line, and it's a 19-17 lead, biggest lead for Wenatchee in this one. By 2. Game 1. I think we're in for it tonight. Back line, there's Camacho. Up front on the set for Janae Wiggs. Goes into the net on the return, and it will be a point for Eastmont. Schwartz comes back in, and it will be Vauchal on the service. Talked to Colby after the game on our broadcast Tuesday night. I apologize to her for messing up her name all these in the last 2 years we've been calling volleyball. There's a kill attempt at the nets by Wolf. Just a touch by Damon. Got it over. Now to White. And there's a swipe by Dexter. And they're going to say out. Excuse me, Lauren Clark, I think, hit that one.
Lauren, Coach McMahon did not like the answer to that one.
Did not like the call or did not like the hit?
The call.
Oh, okay.
She was off her seat.
Vauchal. Near side it comes. Block at the net. Wow. Standing tall, Sarah Schwartz with the rejection.
That's what I just told you, though. The harder you hit, the harder they fall. Like, that was an amazing hit. But it's an amazing, a more amazing block when you hit that hard.
Eastmont takes the lead back. Back line, it goes to Wolf. Up front, and a little two-man game going for Wenatchee. The block again. Lily Dexter, awkward with the right hand reach that time, and it will be a point for the Wildcats. 21-19. Substitution in for the first time comes Alex Toth. Out comes Lily Dexter. Service, Vauchal. Back line, Wolf is there. And a touch, almost over the top of the net there was Sarah Schwartz. No call. She gets the point.
The one good thing about that is that if our setter is back row, it's a lot easier to get away with it if you're on the offensive side.
Vauchal, service. Again, Wolf, miss hit, and a point. Wenatchee back on their heels right now. 23-19. Boy, Eastmont has brought the game here tonight. This has been a great first game. Vauchal, almost touched the net. Sets, Toth. Vauchal to Damon, now to Britt Vaughn. Redmond behind her back. Near side, it comes to Toth again. Back line to Vauchal, up to Damon. Damon with a set for Wiggs. Wiggs trying to look for the hole. It falls in for the point. 24-19.
This is intense.
Eastmont matching the intensity of their coach right now. Vauchal. Deep out. Service error, the fourth for Eastmont. Comes on what could have been the game point. Wenatchee still with a pulse. Sierra White will try to stop the bleeding right now for the Panthers. Service. Camacho on the return. Now the set for Wiggs. Boy, that was a tough shot. And Wiggs will collect the game point for Eastmont. They win the first one 25-20. We will take a 60-second break. Get you ready for game 2. Hope you're enjoying it tonight. Thanks for watching Big 9 Volleyball on the NCWLIFE channel. We're back after this 60-second timeout.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
Thanks for watching sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Brought to you by One Way Construction, premier custom home builders and construction company for North Central Washington, including general contracting, framing, concrete, and consulting services. One Way Construction, NW.com. The Fireplace Guys, Central Washington's most trusted names in fireplace and barbecue sales, installation, and service, located at 1205 Walnut Street, Wenatchee. TheFireplaceGuy.net. And Beneficial In-Home Care, your compassionate in-home care provider. All the benefits of assisted living while remaining within the comfort of your own home.
Welcome back once again to Wenatchee High School as we get ready for the second game on our broadcast. Brought to you by the Windmill of Wenatchee, priding itself on being a local legend for 80 years. The Windmill features slow-roasted prime rib, the highest quality hand-cut steaks, and fresh seafood, homemade dressings, and pies made daily and are a mainstay of this legendary landmark restaurant. The Windmill has a full bar and excellent selection of beer and wine from which to choose. Call the Windmill today at 665-9529. That's 665-9529. Along with Leanne Branham, I'm Eric Grandstrom here on the NCWLIFE channel. It's been a while. I almost called you McGahee just then.
Oh, I was wondering why you started on my name, and I'm like, I know we're not best friends.
Well, I talked to your dad beforehand. That's what got me.
True.
That got me in the whole McGahee thing again.
You know, it is definitely hard to change your name, but it's been a few years now. So.
By the way, the girls basketball team is running the concession stand here tonight. They get the benefits of running it with the fundraising that goes on.
Sure.
They said Airheads. I always ask for what the hot thing is.
They said Airheads?
They had said Airheads.
Quarter. Let's raise a quarter every time somebody buys one.
I don't even know what an Airhead is.
It's a candy. It's like a taffy candy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
really good for your teeth.
Wait
cavities.
a minute. I think Marion loves
Probably. They're
Airheads.
like 6 inches long,
Yeah,
like
okay.
an inch wide, you
Okay,
know. They're
all
different
right.
flavors. The mystery flavor is my favorite.
Mystery flavor.
Yeah, it's white and you don't know what flavors inside. I like the
Now,
mystery.
see, I haven't lived yet. I haven't had
You
an
have
Airhead.
not lived yet. Do you like Peeps? Is that weird?
Peeps.
Like-
the little,
like-
the little
like-
current candies that spit
Yeah.
out of the mouth of whatever it is.
Wait,
no.
what?
You're thinking, no.
I'm thinking of Easter Peeps. They're marshmallows with the sugar on the outside.
No, I'm not a marshmallow guy.
Gosh.
Not a marshmallow guy.
You haven't
What am I
lived yet.
thinking of? I'm thinking of Pez. You said
Oh,
Peeps. I thought of Pez.
Yes, Pez. I was like,
Yeah.
what is he talking about? I don't know what made me think of that, but so many people hate Peeps, but I have to admit it's probably like one of my
Well,
favorite
it's one of those things. You either love them or you don't.
Yeah, I like to leave them open, let them get stale, and then eat them.
Oh, see, you and my wife would just be great because
Yeah.
she likes cookies that you leave them out. They get stale, and then she'll eat them.
Interesting. I have to put cookies in the freezer at my house and freeze them, or else they're all gone really fast.
Oh, well, yeah, that's
I
true.
hide them,
Yeah,
and then
we
I
gotta-
forget,
You
and I
got to
find
risk
them like
broken
a month,
teeth
yeah.
in order.
I find them like a month later because I hide them for myself.
Yeah, that reminds me of when we go down for Christmas to my grandparents in Eugene. My grandma would make a big old batch of chocolate chip cookies, and she put them in the freezer for us to wait for us to get there. Of course, she wouldn't take them out in time for them to thaw out. We couldn't wait, so we're in the corner breaking teeth off trying to get Grandma's chocolate chip cookies.
My grandma, bless her heart, she used to always have homemade cookies in this jar, and then as she started getting older, we'd come over and they were totally store-bought cookies that she had taken out of a package and put them in the container.
So there we go. Game 2 after Eastmont wins Game 1 25-20. Emma Damon on the service. And the first serve is a service error right into the nets. That's 5 now on the night for Eastmont, not 1 for Wenatchee so far. It will be Sydney Brownlee serving the second point of this contest. Backline to Vaughn. Up front it goes as Brighton Ream is in there now for Eastmont. Crossover, Megan Wolf, her kill, too deep. Point per side. Substitution, Stanaway will come in and will replace Eastmont's Janae Wiggs.
They're saying Eastmont was in the net right there,
Oh.
so back to the Panthers.
Oh, okay. So they will not substitute. Okay, and the point goes to Wenatchee, so it's 2-0. I apologize, didn't see that. And Brownlee again on the service here for the Panthers. That back it goes to Britt Vaughn. I'll tell you why the giggle there in a moment. Janae Wiggs gets it across. Now up to Wolf. Wolf blocked at the line, but couldn't quite get Brighton Ream falling to the floor. Trying to get one more hand on it as it fell down. Point for Wenatchee.
All right, I got to know. What were you giggling at?
I mean, I wasn't really trying to giggle there, but Cleet Wise, who joined me on the broadcast on Tuesday, was talking about the challenge for Wenatchee would be to go right at Britt Vaughn.
Yeah.
She was really struggling on the returns on that back line. So far tonight, she's done pretty well.
Yeah, I think she capitalized.
But Britt Vaughn, for the first time, I think, on a kill attempt, misses a hit here,
Yeah.
and Wenatchee out to a 4-0 lead.
Right. I'm over here trying to learn how to read lips. Wenatchee's assistant coaches are all talking about something, but having the headphones on, you realize what that's like, and I have no idea what they're saying.
We could put the microphone over there and listen in,
True.
but I guess that wouldn't be so fair. There's a reverse set, and Redmond had the ball blocked at the line. Eastmont countering here. Damon up front to Wiggs, and it goes out of bounds on the block, and it will be a point to Eastmont.
I might have to argue that call a little bit. It didn't look like Wenatchee touched it. Did you think
You thought it went into the net?
It went into the net and then popped out of
I
bounds.
couldn't see it because our umpire here, Kirk Geinsbar, was in my way.
Well,
so.
tell Kirk to move.
I'll feign ignorance on that one. Stanaway on the service. Back line to Brownlee. Up front to White. She'll reverse the set to Redmond. That one is off a hand out of bounds for sure. And will be a point to the Panthers. Wenatchee woken up here in the second game.
Absolutely, and kind of a fun situation. Leon Grant, one of the lines judges, he and I coached against each other when he was a varsity coach for East Wenatchee, and I was at Wenatchee, so kind of fun that we're both doing something different now.
Absolutely. Here's Redmond on the service. Back line to Stanaway. They'll set it up for Britt Vaughn, and Vaughn yet another kill for Eastmont.
I wish you were tallying those so we could just know.
Yeah.
Gosh, she's got to be at like 8 or 9 already.
I was going to say it's definitely in the 7 mark, I would say, at least. Here's the service for Sarah Swartz. Back line to Brownlee, comes up front to White. White sets it up for the kill and the point by Megan Wolf.
And to serve.
It was Megan's mom's birthday here the other day. Rosie's, we won't say how many years Rosie is. I asked Megan, I said, what'd you get your mom for her birthday? She says a candle. I said, well, what does it smell like? She goes, well, it smells kind of like the forest, and it smells like a campfire. So I said, it basically smells like a forest fire.
Yeah.
She says, yeah, that's kind of it.
I thought you were going to tell me, she said, I got you a win versus Eastmont. That's what I thought the moral of that story was going to be.
No.
A candle. It smells like a campfire.
And she
Thanks,
said
honey.
she got her Garlinis, too, on the way home.
Okay.
So you can't go wrong there.
That is true.
Up front to Damon. Damon trying to reverse the set, but miss hit there on the set attempt. And another point for Wenatchee. And we're going to get a timeout here by Corinne Davis, and a good timeout as Eastmont trails it suddenly by 6. Our broadcast brought to you in part by One Way Construction, premier custom home builders and construction company for North Central Washington, including general contracting, framing, concrete, and consultation services online at onewayconstructionnw.com. Also by Charter College. Charter Types find solutions. Are you a charter type? They work to get you to work at 509-415-3576. This is exactly what Eastmont did the other night at home.
I love it.
When they swapped sides of the net and the opposing team, Eisenhower, was nearest the Eastmont fans. They made a lot of noise.
You know what? I love it. Playing, coaching, and sitting here right now, I love it.
Part of the game.
It is, and it just shows that, the student body's having a fun time, and they're supporting their friends, and, I actually really like it. As long as they keep it clean, I think it's awesome.
Megan Wolf on the service here, trying to get another point for Wenatchee as they lead it by 6, 8-2 here. Megan serve, back line, Stanaway's there. Now Ream, now up front it goes, and reversing it across the net was Vaughn. Here's a set from White to Worley, Cammie. And a touch, and Eastmont scrambles to get it across. White over to Dexter. Dexter on the kill attempt, and oh man, there was much you could do with that. Lily cranking it up from the left side. 9-2.
This is what I was going to say. This is why I have a love-hate relationship with volleyball. Just the intent, the sheer back and forth, adrenaline rush, everything. Gosh, man, it's stressful.
Stanaway gets it across to Brownlee. Now Wolf from the back line. That's going to be too deep. 9-3 the score. I like it even when, like you said, you're talking about Vauchal on a miss hit or a mistake. Just a grin, shake it off.
Yep.
Megan Wolf right there. She was a little too long on that hit. Just a grin to herself.
Yeah, they make mistakes all the time. They're young athletes. It's going to happen. So it's great to see them be able to just brush it off and you know what? It's totally okay.
That hit right there and a point for Cammie Worley talks about her progression this season and to see the floor and to find the hole.
Becoming a player of the game, she just, she's seeing it. And she's very athletic, so it makes it a lot easier.
10-3 the score. Wenatchee in charge here in game 2 after falling in game 1, 25-20. Eastmont's Vauchal, and again the Wildcats just kind of have nodded off a little bit here. One miss hit after another. 11-3 the score. Vauchal trying to pump up her team. Meanwhile, back to serve again. Jenna Osborne, the 5'2 junior, with the right-handed serve. Down the line it goes. Camacho. They get it over to Britt Vaughn. Now to Wolf. Vaughn hasn't had a really clean set for her for a kill in quite a while. Let's see if they get it here. No, another awkward one, but sometimes those awkward hits work just fine, thank you. Eastmont will take the point. Worley back in here for Wenatchee to replace Osborne. No, Worley came out as well.
That was the weird libero switch thing. She got rotated, you know.
They juked me.
Yeah, they juked you. I knew that was going to happen too.
Britt Vaughn on the service for Eastmont, trailing at 11-4. Back line to Brownlee, up front to White. He'll get it over to Lauren Clark. Nice kill attempt. Damon is there. Now the kill by Grasseth, and it's going to fall in. It went back line, and I don't know if that was Wolf or Redmond that got it, but then nobody to help out on the second hit. A little miscommunication. We haven't seen that too much tonight for Wenatchee.
Nope, I think it's so odd for our setters to call for help that nobody else knew what to do.
Vaughn again service. Wolf is there. To White, crossover to Dexter, had to go backwards to get the hit. Damon with the set, Janae Wiggs. Wolf with the counter, it's back over, but out! (11-6). It was 11-4 just a breath ago. Britt Vaughn on the serve.
And that
Nasty.
serve is coming so strong.
My goodness. And that's been a change for her this season, too, that I've been watching Eastmont all season long.
Yeah.
Britt Vaughn has found that serve during this season. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. 11-7 the score here in the second. We're back after this. You're watching Big Nine Volleyball on the NCWLIFE channel.
Walkabout Grill, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner in downtown Wenatchee and now downtown Leavenworth, where eating out is eating healthy.
Britt Vaughn, after the timeout, will have the service here for Eastmont as they've closed the gap to 4 at 11-7. Vaughn approach. The Wolf coming our way. Out of bounds. Another ace for Britt Vaughn. Make it 11-8, I think. It was 11-7. They haven't changed the scoreboard yet. There it is.
He was sleeping.
He was. No, they were retrieving the ball to get it back on the floor here. Vaughn, again, service. There's Redmond to White and a kill. Oh, nice try by Lauren Clark. Here's Vaughn getting it back up front. They get it across to Eastmont. Wenatchee. Now, again, Lauren Clark with a beautiful set to her. Miss hit here for Eastmont as Britt Vaughn comes.
Did you see those cat-like reflexes?
I did. I got a finger, just an edge of a finger on it. That was good, though.
I just didn't want him to
I was
spill my
worried
water.
about your watch. That's a pretty fancy watch to be throwing your arm out there after a ball.
I was protecting Wenatchee's coaches, actually.
Okay. Back line to Camacho. Here's the kill in. Wow, beautiful shots by Janae Wiggs. Back in the back corner.
It's so fun to see her play this year. Like I was telling you before, she was at Wenatchee originally, and just to see her improve over the last couple of years, it's pretty awesome.
Kobe Vauchal with the service here, trailing it by 3, 12-9. Back line it goes to Dexter, back to White, back to Dexter. Dexter back line to Vauchal, up to Damon. Now the kill at the net, and a block at the net. Right there, Lauren Clark. Lauren's had a great second game here for Wenatchee.
She's improved a lot. If you talk about middles and Cammie Worley, Lauren has improved a lot too, man. That ball, you might not see it in like the approach and the arm swing with her, but she's so fast that it works for her.
Lily Dexter on the service. Eastmont scrambles and gets it back over. White, now the kill for Clark. I think she missed the hit, but it
she's not
in.
winding up. If you watch her arm swing, she's not winding up like a big hit. They're relying on what's called like a zero tempo because she's so fast and jumps so well.
14-9, Wenatchee on top, trying to win game 2 and even it up here. Back line it goes Camacho. Scramble by Vauchal, and then Schwartz can't get it over.
I just realized I was sitting here demoing arm swings when no one else can see what I'm doing. You might be able to.
It's all right.
So for everybody watching, I was showing Lauren's arm swing.
Dexter again on the service. Goes back to Vaughn. Boy, they're going right to her. Now the kill attempt by Wiggs, and that one is in. Oh my, I thought that was out.
Whoa, baby.
The lines person, Madison Schoening, was right there on the spot. And so it'll be a point to Eastmont. 15-10 the score. Wenatchee's led this entire second game. Service by Damon. Down the line she goes to Brownlee. Off to White, reverses it to Redmond, and that one hits the net. I didn't think it was a block. Eastmont with the counter. This one's out.
Bummer.
We're going to get in the net, though, Lauren Clark. Did you think that was blocked here? I thought that was a 4-hit on Wenatchee.
They called Wenatchee in the net.
I know, but before that.
Before that, yeah, it was super close, super close. Those ones are so hard to call.
Yeah, they are. Back line it comes to Wolf. She'll get it on the set to her. My goodness, that is a tough ball to Damon. Now the touch at the net, I think Eastmont was in the net. And it was Wiggs who got in there as that ball. Boy, that's so tough when that ball goes spinning awkwardly towards the net.
Those were my favorite.
You like those?
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite. Like salivating type of favorite.
That slow motion.
Yes, anything high and tight to the net and awkward.
Ream will get it set back to her by Damon, and that's in. Wow.
That far corner is killing Wenatchee right now. Eastmont keeps going there.
Stanaway's going to come in for the service here. Wiggs, who just helped get that point, is taking a seat. Lauren Clark comes back in for Wenatchee. And then Lauren Clark will come back out as Jenna Osborne comes in. Stanaway, meanwhile, on the service. Olivia with her team trailing it by 4, 16-12. Service to Osborne, who just checked in. To White, now to Wolf. Down the line it goes. Nice return by Eastmont. Here comes the scramble by Britt Vaughn. Back line to Dexter. Set it up for Wolf. Wolf with a kill attempt.
Is on
How
fire.
about Volschel? The vacuum comes through again, but it's out. Point to Wenatchee, 17-12.
I really enjoy watching her play defense because, like, how in the world did she dig 2 of those in a row? I couldn't do that. I know you couldn't do that.
No. And that's what I told her after the game. I said, you're now the vacuum. That's basically it. Everything that comes near you, it seems that it just, you scoop it up somehow.
That's a very good nickname for her.
Thank you. Her coach liked that too. Corinne says,
Hoover.
I like that. We're going to call her that from now on. Schwartz on the service, trailing it by 4. Oh boy, nice job by Osborne to get down after that one. Now a little touch by Wolf. The kill! Oh, surprising! Britt Vaughn, I think, was the one that got that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you get so used to the 3 hits, when it comes on the second, it kind of can surprise you.
Yeah.
Schwartz on the service, and a service error. You corrected me. Wenatchee does have 1 service error.
We did have one. I was going to tell you, I used to have a girl on my team, and she was such an outdoor player that she would throw the ball over on the second hit all the time, and we got kills off of it almost every single time.
Really?
Yeah, because you're not anticipating it.
Megan Wolf down the service to Stanaway. Up front to Damon. The set for Grasseth. Touched at the net. Kind of a miss hit by Wolf. But Wenatchee gets it back across from Dexter. Back line Stanaway. Here's the set for Britt Vaughn. It's blocked at the net. Cammie Worley just swipes right back at it. Gets it down. But there's Volschel. Back line. Beautiful volley back and forth here. Dexter with a block. It goes out of bounds. Point to Wenatchee.
It's one of those things you're just not expecting it. Everyone used to say, well, that's so cheap. That's so cheap. And I'm like, no, that's not cheap. That's smart.
Yeah.
If you know you can get a kill, get a kill.
Right. Wolf, service. Down the line. Britt Vaughn got it, then gets it back. And then with a touch in the corner, nobody there. That weak side cornerback there is just the Achilles heel right now for Wenatchee.
Absolutely. They need to rotate back there a little bit.
In comes Camacho for Eastmont.
Coach is yelling.
Yeah,
coach is over there yelling, play the ball. I don't care if it's in or out. Play the ball.
Soft service here. Redmond is there. Now White tried to do that. The grass has got it over. Nice diving attempt by Redmond. Kept it alive. Dexter. Stanaway. Damon. Vaughn. Block. Out. Point. Eastmont. This is the closest the Wildcats have been since it was at 0 to start this game. Trailing it by 3. And Jenica Camacho again on the service. Osborne. White to Dexter. A block. A retrieve. And they get it over. Again, Dexter on the block. So many times you see that block at the net, and then the ball just kind of spins and finds its own hole. And that's the case there.
I feel like if Wenatchee wants to get some kills, they need to hit sharp angle or tip in the pond, because your vacuum back there is not letting anything hit the floor.
20-16, Panthers up by 4 again. Service for Brownlee, who just checked in. Off to Vauchal, and Grassett does a nice job of retrieving that one. Now a little touch. Into the net it goes. Damon got it back over. Nice scramble by Eastmont. White. Now the kill for Clark. Lauren was already mid-air when that set got to her, and a timeout going to be taken by Wenatchee here.
Interesting set of a choice right there.
Yes.
He must have something very important to say.
Could be.
Can I take my mic over there, please?
21-16 our score. As we get the timeout on the floor, our broadcast brought to you by The Windmill, a time-tested restaurant providing traditional steakhouse meals in a homey, old-fashioned dining room. Open 7 days a week, 4:30 to 9. Call 509-665-9529. That's 509-665-9529. So what's left after tonight? Well, Eastmont has 3 to go. They'll play at home against Sunnyside, and then at Davis, and then have an interesting one against Moses Lake to end the regular season on November 1st. Meanwhile, Wenatchee's schedule, 3 left after tonight, travels to Moses Lake. They will host West Valley October 25th, and then be at Eisenhower October 30th to end the regular season. Of course, we assume West Valley probably has the #1 seed heading into the district tournament. Number 2 gets a bye, so it's very important what happens here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. One, it'll depend upon who they play first round, and you want to match up with somebody that you know that you can defeat. So yeah, this is a really big game. This is honestly a really, really big game for them.
The district tournament, by the way, begins with the play-ins on November 6th, with the number 6 seed playing at the 3 seed and the number 5 at the number 4. And then the tournament goes a couple of days later down, we assume, to West Valley.
Yeah, I don't think at this point it could go anywhere else.
No, the #1 seed. Well, yeah, West Valley's 2 games up with, I think they've got 3 to go. So, I mean,
yeah,
an
it's at West Valley.
earthquake could happen.
Right.
But, I mean, the all likelihood is that West Valley, who hasn't lost a league match in 5 years.
Yeah, we
something
beat them
like that.
maybe my final year coaching, and then I don't think they beat them since then.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. We're talking, I think, about scoring here on the near sideline with the officials, as Kirk Einsbar was talking it over with the scores table, and Connor Metcalf wanted something pointed out here. We've got 21-16 on the scoreboard, and I think that's correct. I'm not sure if it's a matter of rotation or what he's looking at, but definitely Connor Metcalf saw something that he thought was a little awry.
I don't know, but I'm not sure what's happening. Eastmont fans ripped down a Panthers sign that said like visitor section, but it happened to be purple and gold conveniently.
Gotcha.
Eastmont didn't like that. They threw it down. Wenatchee got mad.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a friendly competition on the field of play and on the court. It's a different thing necessarily in the stands.
I think it's more of a competition for the fans, honestly. A lot of these girls played club together, and they've been friends since they were young. I wish that I could know exactly what happened there. All I saw was some pointing fingers and some anger.
We're in the second game, and we have quite the delay, and this is unfortunate because both teams have just been kind of really into this, and to have a pause like this is just going to take you. Well, if you're Wenatchee, you're leading by 5 right now. You hate to go out of your groove.
Yeah, you never know. It's weird little situations like this in volleyball that can be a game buster.
Eastmont asking for some water from the benches. Meanwhile, our 2 officials talking it over between Mark Colander, the head referee, and the umpire, Kirk Einsbar. So what could this be? They have the score sheet over there.
Yeah, I'm guessing maybe
guess talking
somebody
about the score.
Yeah, talking about the score. Maybe somebody served out of rotation a couple times ago, and usually when that happens, sometimes they'll go back and you'll lose that point. But usually if it's, I think the rule is if you miss it by more than 1 point, then
in the future, then
then
you can't go backwards in time.
You can't go backwards, yeah. I remember there was one time.
I'm gonna ask Connor here real quick.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah. Hey. Kirk Einspar coming back over to the scores table here. We'll see if we can get.
So all I can do right now, because we've had a serve since that happened, and 3 is in for 13 now.
No, 3 is not in for anybody.
So it was a rotation problem.
13's in, so you just put 13 in where?
No, 3 came out.
3 came out, so 7's in. 3 cannot be in for this person, so they cannot be in there for that. Right.
I think the problem with what you're saying is that there's been points scored since the rotation
and I
problem.
don't know how many points you can go backwards on. Maybe that is why Coach called a timeout right there.
Yeah,
he knew they were out of rotation.
And he's got assistant coaches that are keeping track, right?
Yeah.
And so.
You know, I wonder if he wouldn't have said anything, though, would it not have been an issue.
Interesting.
Sharon Payne over there, she does a great job at the scores table, so I would almost bet that she's probably right.
She was a little upset with me while I was setting up while she was trying to keep track of the JV game here.
Oh.
I apologized to her profusely. I had to get down underneath the table to plug in some power.
Stop touching my legs.
She was not happy about having to move. Now, aside from this match here tonight, Moses Lake's on the road at Eisenhower, and Davis at Sunnyside West Valley with the night off tonight. So, I mean, this is an exciting time of the year. You've got West Valley, of course, top the standings. Eastmont in second right now. Wenatchee coming in tonight third, and Moses Lake in fourth. You know, on the top 6 teams go out. So you got one team that's out of the Big Nine as far as the district play-in is concerned. So they're still trying to figure out exactly how to rule on this on the near scorers table.
Kind of want to get in on the action.
Well, and meanwhile, Corinne Davis hasn't bothered to come over one time to be part of the conversation.
Yeah. Well, I think she knows it's not her team that caused the problem, so she's like, whatever they decide at this point.
So is Connor calling this out on his own team? Possibly?
Yeah, I think he tattled on himself, to be honest. I don't know if they would have caught it. Because he could have just fixed it without a timeout, and no one would have ever known.
Exactly.
Potentially.
So was this part of what I was confused by with that sub that went on?
Yeah, I think it was. So it's like a middle switch with a libero kind of thing where they sub in, but
they take a U-turn and come right back out.
Yes. So, and I think what's happening is that they're saying that 13.
Cami Worley.
Yeah, Cami Worley cannot serve because, or not cannot serve. The libero who would come in for her can't serve because she's already served in another rotation, is what I imagine, because the libero can only serve for one person on the team.
Okay.
And once they serve for one person in a game, that is the only person that they can serve for.
Okay.
They cannot serve, and that person could come back in and serve, but they can't re-rotate that.
So kind of like in baseball with a designated hitter.
Correct.
That is the position in the lineup where that will happen.
Yep, and they can rotate back in, but then that would,
right.
That's the only person you can serve for.
Okay.
So I may have just made up a whole bunch of stuff to tell you,
okay.
but I think that is potentially what happened.
I'm perfectly happy with that.
Well, and they've kept the score. Wait, was it 21-16? Yeah,
it's
been
still the same.
Okay.
Still the same. So the score is the same. Cami Worley waiting serve. We've had about a 10-minute delay here with all this going on.
Do they not know about bedtime?
We got bedtimes coming up here. So Worley on the service leading by 5. Now we're finally playing volleyball again. A little touch here. Nice scramble by Redmond. Dexter gets it over. Camacho is there. Here comes Britt Vaughn, and that's going to be 4 hits against Eastmont as Vaughn's kill attempt went into the net right back to Eastmont. Substitution now will get Osborne to come in for Worley.
So here's where it was funky because Jenna normally serves for Cami. That's what is funky. So I think that Cami went back and served or something. I don't know.
Well, Osborne was out there serving not long ago, so I think that was the problem. But we've had points since, so they can't, I guess, go back that far in time. We don't have...
There's no instant replay here.
We don't have the time machine, the DeLorean.
The DeLorean.
To go back in time here, or Doc Brown to help us out. 22-17. Nonetheless, we're still going here in the second game tonight as Britt Vaughn is now on the service. Dexter Gets it back on the, beautiful opportunity. Damon now. The scramble by Wiggs almost went under the net. Now back corner, it goes out too deep. Lily Dexter is asking that there was a touch.
That ball right there is kind of hard. I feel like it needs to be shot up a little bit higher so Lily can get a full arm swing on it. It seems so low, she's having to swipe at it.
Service, Vaughn, and it is in. Wow, I thought maybe that had curled out. But the official down the line, Leon Grant, says it was in.
It looked in.
22-19. Vaughn again, as she did Tuesday night in game 2, could be a huge factor here. Redmond to White, to Dexter, tapped at the net. Damon sets it up, and a kill gonna drop in. Grasseth got just enough of it to get it over through the net and in, and a timeout taken. We're going to keep it here. Our broadcast brought to you in part by One Way Construction. Founded in 2000, One Way is a premier custom home builder and construction company in Leavenworth, Cashmere, Chelan, Wenatchee, and all of North Central Washington. Whether your project requires general contracting, framing, concrete, or consultation services, they want to be part of your making your vision a reality. They believe that great communication and customer service plays the most important role of a successful construction project. Find them on the web at onewayconstructionnw.com. Whatever the case, that delay has not helped Wenatchee in this scenario.
No, absolutely not.
As it is now a 22-20 contest. And we're going to get a red or yellow card against Wenatchee. And I think this is against Connor Metcalf. So a delay of game is called against Wenatchee.
Because he asked how many timeouts he has.
Because he asked how many timeouts he has. Wow. So it's the second game we've had with Wenatchee and Eastmont where Connor Metcalf has received a yellow card. Service, Vaughn, Redmond, White, over to Dexter. Kill attempt, too deep. Eastmont rallying here after the long delay that basically Wenatchee caused itself by Connor Metcalf fessing up, saying, I think we're out of rotation there. 22-21. Vaughn, service, tough serve. Redmond down to a knee, gets it. Now the set for Lauren Clark. Wow, Eastmont is there. Wiggs off a finger, goes out of bounds. It's a point to Eastmont, and we're tied at 22-22.
Great comeback by Eastmont.
That timeout, it was 21-17. 5-1 cents for Eastmont. Service, Vaughn. Oh, right into the chest of Brownlee. To Dexter. Now Megan Wolf got it over to Vaughn. Damon with the set. Down to a knee is Brownlee. The kill, and it's in, and a point that Wenatchee really needed right there.
Absolutely.
Lily Dexter with the point for the Panthers. It's 23-22. Sierra White will have the service. Concentration written across her face. Camacho is there. Damon, the kill by Grassett. The counter by Wenatchee. Clark to Dexter. Falling down Vaughn. Here's the set for Wiggs. Went off a fingertip. Wenatchee keeping it alive. Megan Wolf. Now the tap by Redmond at the net. Eastmont counters. Volley back and forth for this 24th or 23rd point of the game. Backline it goes. Damon up front to Wiggs. Little tap and it falls in. I think getting down for the pancake was Sierra White, but it didn't get high enough off of her hand to have anybody else have a shot at it. And we're tied at 23.
What an intense game. This is fun. Thanks for the invite.
Vauchal, service, back line to Dexter, up front to White, back to Dexter it goes. Kill is going to go spinning out of bounds off of the diving Vauchal. 24-23, Wenatchee trying to tie it up at a game apiece. Timeouts, Eastmont. Who is going to win it? We'll take a 30-second break and decide it coming up next on the NCWLIFE channel.
Thanks for watching sports on the NCWLIFE channel. It's brought to you in part by the Fireplace Guys, Central Washington's most trusted names in fireplace and barbecue sales, installation, and service. Located at 1205 Walnut Street in Wenatchee, thefireplaceguy.net. Beneficial In-Home Care, your compassionate in-home care provider. All the benefits of assisted living while remaining within the comfort of your own home. And the Windmill Restaurant, providing traditional steakhouse meals in a homely, old-fashioned dining room. Call 509-665-9529.
And we're back, 24-23, Wenatchee serving for the game point to try it up here at a game apiece. Lily Dexter on the service. Back line to Vaughn, into the net it goes, and it will go out. Points, Eastmont, tied at 24. Good talk on Eastmont's side to let that ball go out.
Oh, poor Eastmont's coach is just dying over there.
Substitution, Camacho coming in or out while Brighton Ream comes in. Service for Emma Damon. Damon with the jump. Down the line it goes, it's out.
That's risky right there though, man. I'd play it.
Wow. Megan Wolf was the one who had the eyeball on it. She had it gauged and she let it go by just barely out. So here we go. Game point, possibly for Wenatchee. Brownlee on the service to Vaughn. Up it goes. Now the touch that's scrambled at the net. Vaughn trying to get it, and it's going to be a point for Wenatchee. And the Panthers win game 2, 26-24. 60-second break as we all collectively catch our breath. And we'll return for game 3 coming up on the NCWLIFE channel.
Hey everyone, so today I'm tackling medical assistant, trying to get that next level career. Man, this dead-end job is holding me back. Decision time, I'm going charter college. Now I'm a medical assistant student. Rocking it? Yeah, earned the President's Award. Score! Took my career to the next level. Hey, I can level up to medical assistant ninja, so can you. Get on it.
You don't want to see this happen. It's the oil light on your car. Oil is the lube of life for your car's engine. At Alignment Pros and Express Lube, they pour the best oil your car deserves. Expect fast, friendly, superior service in a clean environment. They'll change your oil and perform a 21-point inspection while you enjoy the comfort of their amazing waiting room. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Our broadcast tonight on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you by Walkabout Grill, where eating out is eating healthy in downtown Wenatchee and downtown Leavenworth. Also by the Alignment Pros and Express Lube. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube, including front and four-wheel alignment. Online at alignpros.com or at 182 Eastmont Avenue. Well, we wondered if it could be possible that these two teams would go 5 again. It's possible. We're tied at a game apiece after Eastmont won the first 25-20. Wenatchee countered in game 2, winning it 26-24.
And you know, it's 8-10. A typical game takes like 20 minutes. So those, I mean, obviously we had that 10-minute kind of delay, but those were 2 very long games.
Yes. Yes, they were.
Some matches are over by 8.
Right, exactly. And I've told my staff at times, I said, we should have a quick night tonight.
Yeah.
We should be out of here in about an hour.
This one, you say 2.5?
And we have had those nights,
Yeah.
but I kind of said, you need to settle in, bring a sandwich, because this one is a long haul night tonight. And a fun one, and we appreciate you joining us here on LocalTel Channel 12, Charter Channel 19, and on our web stream live at ncwlife.com. So I think after that huge delay we had in the last game, everybody will be keeping close eye on the rotations and such here in this game.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I was noticing, and I mentioned this to you, the last time the two teams played back in September over at Eastmont High School, one side of the floor won every single game.
Yeah.
And tonight,
It's
2
happened so
games
far.
in, and the same side of the floor has won. So
You know what I like about that?
What's that?
It's right in front of us.
Absolutely.
No one other than Kirk has a better view than us.
This is true. This is true.
This is why I like my Thursday night gig.
There we go. Lily Dexter on the service. And Eastmont gets it over. Scrambled by Wenatchee. They're kind of out of rotation. Weren't really expecting that one. as Lily Mercado got it back over the net.
It's the awkward ones, I
Yeah,
tell you.
it is.
It's the ones that get you.
It is. The tweeners.
The tweeners.
Point to Eastmont. So Eastmont trailed pretty much most of that second game. They get the lead to start here in game 3. Service, tough one there for Stanaway. Nice serve. Wolf is going to just get it across. Mercado crosses over to Vaughn, and Vaughn is going to get the point for Eastmont.
Wenatchee's doing a great job of slowing it down right there, but then you just got to be able to be leaning forward. They're leaning back, expecting a really hard hit.
Absolutely. Stanaway on the service. Eastmont up 2-zip. Olivia serve. Back line to Dexter. Up front to White. Set it up for Megan Wolf. That one's going to go out of bounds right into her lap almost. And the kill by Megan Wolf. Too much for Eastmont to handle. And again, angles of hands, angles of palms.
Yep, you just got to turn that right hand in a tiny bit. That won't happen.
Sydney Brownlee on the service now for Wenatchee. Down the line she goes to Vaughn. Vaughn has done very well tonight on the returns, and there's a point for Eastmont. Vaughn struggled mightily against Eisenhower a couple of nights ago on the serves that came right to her. Wenatchee schooling on that, decided to go right at her tonight, and I can't remember one that she wasn't able to at least get a piece of, so Eastmont could return it. Swartz on the service. To Wolf. To White. Back to Wolf. Block at the net. Worley is there. And the counter basically serving up some dessert for Britt Vaughn. And I think she put a cherry on that dessert. 4-1 our score. Service for Schwartz. Tough one again. Rudman is there. To White. To Wolf. Oh my, how did Schwartz get that? Now to Vaughn. Counter by Wenatchee. Near side it comes to Wolf, about 7 feet away from the net, and that's a tough angle, and it does go out.
You have to appreciate the little baby panther running around tonight.
Yes, I do. It's had some kids a little scared of it, though. I did see that. Wolf somehow got a left hand, and they're going to say it hit the antenna. Wow. I thought it hit just the top of the net, but the official on the line here near side said it hit the antennas, so I thought Wolf almost got away with a weirdly awkward left hand there, but no, not the case. Now that is a beautiful kill and a beautiful hit for Emily Redmond. So Redmond gets the point and now gets the serve as her team trails it 6-2. And Emily suddenly has 2 balls in her hands. She only needs 1, thank you.
That'd be kind of neat, though.
Service. Back line to Olivia Stanaway. And almost 2 colliding there for Eastmont. They get it over off of Britt Vaughn. Reverse to Worley, and that is a beautiful shot by Cammie Worley. Diving down, Lena Mercado just couldn't get to it. 6-3 the score. Wenatchee coming back here. Redmond, service, lefty to Vaughn, to Grassett. Back line to Dexter. A little tap at the net. And Vaughn just with that height advantage, the difference, and a point to Eastmont. And you see Vaughn after that point?
Did you? Yes, I was going to ask.
She gave a little stare down across the net there.
The eye.
She gave a little stink eye there.
There was one time, it only had to happen one time in college. My best friend, Kristen, and I got a block, and we screamed to the net and did the ah! And the ref said, you do that again, you're done.
Oh, wow.
And we never did that again.
Okay.
He was like, celebrate to your team, not against the other team.
Well, I will mention here that Vaughn, after the little bit of an eyeball through the net, just got rejected here by Worley up front. So,
well, it was bound to happen once with how many times she's getting kills.
Know,
Man, she's playing great.
Megan Wolf on the service here for Wenatchee as her team trails it by 3. Beauchamp, Damon, Grassett, scramble for Wenatchee now. Brownlee got it back over to Beauchamp up front. Here's a set over to Vaughn. Vaughn trying to go left hand from the left side. Good idea, but the execution not quite there. Point for Wenatchee. That's got to be so hard when you're right-handed to try to direct that with the left hand. Service by Wolf. Tough one to return. Camacho got enough of it. Now the touch, there's.
She's so tall right there. She can put that somewhere. An average kid could not do something with that.
That one's right at the net. Damon got a nice touch on it with the right hand. Here's a kill attempt for Dexter. Gets in there. Point to Wenatchee. Every single game. Goodness. Back and forth we go. Lovely night here.
There was a
volleyball.
piece of me that was thinking we wouldn't see this tonight.
Oh, me too.
There was
honestly.
a big piece of me. I mean, I haven't told you, but this
Grassa.
is awesome. You know, if you're going to be here, you might as well get a good game.
White to Dexter, and not much that Camacho could do with that one. Came right into her face. It was a nice juggle, and we're tied at 7. Timeout going to be taken by Corinne Davis. We'll take a break as well on the broadcast as we are in game 3. 1 game apiece already decided. Still plenty to go. We're back after this on the NCWLIFE channel.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
Welcome back here on the NCWLIFE channel. Wenatchee and Eastmont all tied at 7. Eastmont took the early lead in this one, but Wenatchee has come back to tie it. Megan Wolf on the service here for the Panthers. In game 3, Eastmont took game 1, Wenatchee game 2. Tough service there. Eastmont trying to counter, though, and Cammie Worley, a little miss hit. Grasseth was there, and a point to Eastmont. Janae Wiggs will replace Stanaway in the lineup as Brett Vaughn heads back to serve here for the Wildcats. Service. Sydney Brownlee is there. To White, to Dexter, and Lily just kind of, I don't know if that hit the palm or the heel of her hand.
Yeah, just like the ball's coming low, so she's not able to do much with it. Needs to be put up a little bit higher. Something I was going to say, I feel like in my time of just watching, playing, coaching, and everything, the thing that has evolved the most is the serve. These serves are coming so
my
fast.
gosh. And the angle. And speaking of the angle, how about that kill there for Wenatchee by Lily Dexter? Wow. Lauren Clark will come in here for the Panthers. Worley takes a seat, and Osborne will go back and serve now as her team trails it by 1, 9-8. Jenna gets it across. Camacho's there. Off to Damon. Now the tap by Grasseth.
She's just smart. For being 14 years old,
I know.
maybe 15, she's
It is
very
something
smart.
else.
It'd be fun to see her in a couple of years, what that looks like.
Well, yeah. I mean, such a start as a freshman. Vauchal now on the service for Eastmont. Back line, nice eye by Jenna Osborne back there. Well, I will say that she is the closest to the floor to be able to see that angle. So
That is true.
there's advantages to not being so tall.
That is true.
Leanne.
Well, yeah, you can find pants that fit.
Nice kill here for Janae Wiggs for Eastmont, and back and forth we go.
Whenever people want to argue with me about what's worse, being taller, I mean, like, I love being tall, so I wouldn't trade it, but it is way harder to find clothes being tall. You can't add length to pants.
Right, right. Although the high water is in now, right?
I became popular when, like, capris came in style. The first time in my life.
Beautiful block at the net by Wiggs, along with Schwartz there for Eastmont, and a point for the Wildcats.
I just love the smiles out here. Just totally, Britt Vaughn just has the biggest giant smile on her face.
Just, and it makes
This
for
is
good,
fun.
makes for great TV
Totally.
too. So, and almost
Football.
Emma Damon was almost across the line on that serve there, and it did go into the net. It's been a while since Eastmont's had a missed serve. I still
They
don't
just
have.
had one last server.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I'm missing out here. Okay. I'm too busy
Well,
talking
Colby
about
did. She
shopping
had a
for
strong one
tall
in the
people.
miss. That's what you get when you're with me. Half serious
okay.
volleyball, half
Yeah,
like,
okay.
let's talk about whatever.
Gotcha. And meanwhile, speaking of serious, Wenatchee's gotten serious about this one. Trail it by 1 now. 12-11 here in the third. Dexter, service. Vauchal to Damon. Reverse to Wiggs. Kill attempt. Blocked. Eastmont counter. Britt Vaughn got it across. Now to White. Back to Megan Wolf. Down the line. There's the vacuum out there. And Janae Wiggs. Back line it comes. Good volley here again for this point. Kill attempt at the net by Wolf. There is Swartz. Now the counter. And that's going to be 4 hits against Eastmont. Lena Mercado coming here towards us at the scorers table. Tried to reverse it back across the net. Just couldn't get quite enough on it. Tied at 12. Dexter serve. And Mercado going down is Damon. Almost went under the nets, and we're going to get a point to Eastmont. How much do they allow you when you are going across? I mean, like falling down right there. Damon, her shoulder, her up shoulder, not down floor shoulder. So what was touching the ground was not across the line, but her other shoulder almost rolled vertically across the line.
the actual line, but if they don't see your body, how are they going to make the call?
Nice play there for Britt Vaughn, and a point for Eastmont as they lead it by 2. We're going to get a timeout on the floor taken by Coach Metcalf. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. It's game 3, all tied at 1 apiece. Eastmont by 2. You're watching Big 9 Volleyball tonight on the NCWLIFE channel.
If you want to work in healthcare, choose the program that teaches the skills employers want. The Charter College Medical Assistant Program combines hands-on learning in the lab with convenient online learning, plus real-life experience with an externship. Classes start every 5 weeks, so you don't have to wait to launch your new career. Enroll with confidence, knowing Charter is institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, and be ready to work in less than a year. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
Volleyball on the NCWLIFE channel tonight, brought to you by Automoca. What's your Automoca emergency? Visit one of their 6 locations in the valley, including the only Automoca with inside seating on 5th Street across from the college.
Have you been in there?
The one by the college?
Yeah.
No, I've driven by there lots of times, but I haven't actually been in.
I think about stopping every once in a while, but I always have kids, so it makes no sense. But someday I'm going to go sit and like read a book there.
And just chill.
Like in 8 years when they're old enough to do something on their own.
Service is too deep for Stanaway. And the timeout, you want to try to break that momentum by the other squad.
I always call that a coach's point right there. That's what you want.
Osborne replaced in the lineup here by Worley. Meanwhile, back to serve will go Sydney Brownlee for Eastmont. Entertaining one here tonight. Appreciate you joining us on the NCWLIFE channel. Brownlee, tough serve.
She does a great job of serving that ball down the line, which is hard to return.
Eastmont got it over. Cammie Worley tries the kill. She got it.
Man, there was almost some too early celebrating.
Yeah, just about. Just about. But Cammie Worley doing a good job staying center and staying centered in order to get that point. Brownlee, again, down the line she goes. Stanaway to Damon. Crosses it over to Britt Vaughn.
No chance.
Oh, my goodness. Vaughn's athleticism just brimming over here tonight. 15-14 as they reverse sides with the ball, and Sarah Swartz will have the service. Swartz back line to Dexter, kind of a miss hit for her, but Redmond chases it down. Worley gets it over. Now to Swartz, up front to Damon. They'll set it up for Grasseth. This time it is Sierra White that gets it. Now to Wolf. Wolf went across court to it, and Damon's just going to shove it back over. Now beautiful play by Redmond. Emily with the point. Good vision of the floor, finding the hole in the pond. I'm conflicted about this weekend. I got the rest of my deer hunt that's going on, but then I hear that fishing down at Potholes is really good. Speaking of holes in the pond, and there, finding a hole back in the left corner is Britt Vaughn with the kill.
Well, and I see on Facebook that your wifey went with you to go hunting.
Yes, she did.
Does she do that because she loves you, or does she like it?
Both.
Okay.
I'll say.
Will she shoot something?
Well, no, what's great is she wasn't a hunter. She was just my partner in the woods
your spotter.
on the adventure. And after climbing the hills, and point there to Eastmont, climbing the hills all day Saturday, we got back to camp Saturday night and had a nice meal and enjoyed the sunset and the stars coming out. And she says, you know what? She says, you get up in the morning and go for a nice hunt. I'm sleeping in.
Awesome.
Service a little short here for Eastmont on that one, and the point will go to Wenatchee as Camacho couldn't quite find the Wheaties she ate earlier this morning at about 6:30 before school started. Does anybody eat Wheaties anymore?
Maybe. Not at our house.
Service for Megan Wolf was a tough one, but Eastmont scrambles after it and gets a piece of it and gets it across. White shoves it back over. Here's Britt Vaughn, blocked at the nets, but it goes between Worley and White. That's tough, too, when you get two up front like that to go up for a block, and Cammie is so much taller than Sierra is.
Well, and a big piece of that is we're not penetrating, what I would call penetrating over the net and sealing over. If you don't seal over, that ball can just fall in front of you.
Service for Britt Vaughn, leading it by 2, 18-16. Near side it comes. Dexter blocked at the net. Nice job by Damon, and Grasseth getting up high. The two gingers and a ginger snap right there.
It's true.
Come on.
It's true.
Come on.
That was.
19-16 the score. Vaughn, service, tough one. Brownlee's there to White. Everybody else clears house. Nice job by Dexter. Lily just says, you know what? Eastmont's being very competitive, very aggressive right now. I'm going to go soft serve.
I'm going to go soft.
19-17. Lauren Clark comes back in. So too does Osborne. Jenna will have the service here, replacing Cammie Worley in the lineup. And the service by Jenna. Down the line she goes. Vaughn was there. They're going right at Britt tonight on those serves. Up to White. The set. The kill by Dexter. The vacuum cleans it up, but then Damon couldn't quite get over there in time to help with the set. Corinne Davis clutching her sides as she comes out to talk to her team. 19-18. Wenatchee coming right back again. Osborne with the serve. Knuckleball at the net. And how about the height there for Lily Dexter? Got up high. Damon just tried to tap it over the net, but right there was Dexter saying, right back at you.
It's a great read. She knew that ball was coming.
Tied at 19. Wenatchee tried to take their first lead here in game 3. Service. Too deep. Camacho, good eyes to let that one go. Swartz replacing Grasseth. Vauchal back to serve. Well, the advantage usually goes to the first team that gets to 20. That's where Eastmont is right now. Megan Wolf, now the kill attempt. Vauchal was there. Eastmont needs to get it back over, and a nasty hit at the net by Janae Wiggs. Skims off of a Panther, out of bounds. Point to Eastmont. Oh, they're going to say it's out. Hold on. Hold on. Eastmont calling for the ball and the point.
I think they're saying that she thought it was outside the antenna.
On the kill?
Yeah, like that ball was outside the antenna. I mean, that ref that's standing right there on the line.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. It's way too far away for me to argue.
Yeah, no,
either way.
I can't see that. Hopefully the cameras can see that a little better than we can. And it is going to be a point for Eastmont. I know it touched a finger right at the line there on the kill by Janae Wiggs. 21-19 the score. Vauchal on the service. To Wolf, to White, to Dexter. Vauchal, there's a set. Oh, nice job by Damon to get back up on that one. Little touch. Dexter with a great idea. There was a big hole on that weak side. Couldn't get it over the net, though. 22-19. Eastmont won game 1, 25-20. Wenatchee took game 2, 26-24. On the verge here in game 3. Vauchal, service. Return. Wolf got it over to Vaughn, to Damon. Crosses over to Wiggs. Wiggs, nasty hit. Vaughn jumping up, got a hold of it. And I think that Janae Wiggs was so surprised and kind of giggling at the jump bump by Vaughn. Britt, palms up, says, yeah, I meant to do that.
I totally meant to do that.
22-20, Wenatchee service. Sierra White.
Added a new column in the stats. jump bump.
Yeah, jump bump. Yeah. And this one is in and also into the net. Wenatchee was, so it's a point to Eastmont. And a timeout by Wenatchee. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Color FX, offering screen printing, embroidery, digital printing, and logo design for your team, school, business, or church at a fair price. Locally owned for over 20 years. Call Color FX at 509-741-7609. Also by Global Car Care, a quality auto repair facility with highly trained technicians celebrating 25 years in the car care business. They speak your car's language at 1840 North Wenatchee Avenue. Hey, reminder, coming up tomorrow night, we'll be over at Eastmont for football, as the Wildcats try to remain unbeaten in the Big Nine, taking on the Ike Cadets. 6:45 pregame with Grant Olson and yours truly right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Coming up Saturday, we'll have a repeat of Ike and Wenatchee volleyball from back in early October at 2 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, if you missed the 8th Congressional District debate last night from Central Washington University, presented by the Washington State Debate Coalition, we'll rebroadcast that for you Saturday night at 6. And then following that, it will be that amazing football game from last Friday that we broadcast live right here, Sunnyside and Eastmont. That's Saturday night at 7 on the NCWLIFE channel. 23-20 after the timeout. Damon service. Redmond to White. Swipe in. Lauren Clark. Points. Wenatchee 23-21.
One of my favorite things is in volleyball is when it is tight at the end like this and you see kids play with no fear, like that hit right there. Like, she could have easily been like, you know what, I'm too scared to make a mistake, I'm going to tip it. But she's like, heck no, I'm going to try to get a kill. Like, that's the type of volleyball I love to see.
Dexter on the service, trailing it by 2. Come near side to Wiggs. Nice block, but nice counter by Eastmont, going to the floor to get it. Vaughn, back line to Osborne. Over to Wolf. Wolf with a kill. Of Britt Vaughn, it goes, and a point for Wenatchee. Within 1 are the Panthers. Dexter looking Mercado or Vaughn's way. She goes Vaughn, barely got it. Mercado with the kill attempt. Diving down was Osborne. Now Wolf, kill, block at the net. Spinning away, they get it back over off of Lauren Clark. Now the set by Damon, over to Wiggs. Wiggs skimmed off of a player, out of bounds it goes. It'll be a point to Eastmont, 1 away from taking game 3. Corinne Davis comes out saying to her team, win this game right here on this point.
I haven't really watched her coach a whole lot. I like her.
Service, ticks the net. Megan Wolf, a little soft. That looks like it might go over. Vaughn just got enough of it. Now to Wolf, trying to find a hole in the pond. There's Vauchal to Vaughn. Going down was Osborne. Sierra White, swipe by Clark, and it is out! Oh, close, but not quite. Eastmont wins game 3, 25-22. We'll take a break and come back. 60 seconds on the broadcast. 2 games to 1, Eastmont on top as we head to game 4 coming up next on the NCWLIFE channel.
Thanks for watching sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Brought to you by One Way Construction, premier custom home building company for North Central Washington, including general contracting, framing, concrete, and consulting services. OneWayConstructionNW.com. The Fireplace Guys, Central Washington's most trusted names in fireplace and barbecue sales, installation, and service, located at 1205 Walnut Street, Wenatchee. TheFireplaceGuy.net. And Beneficial In-Home Care, your compassionate in-home care provider. All the benefits of assisted living while remaining within the comfort of your own home.
Walkabout Grill, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner in downtown Wenatchee and now downtown Leavenworth, where eating out is eating healthy.
Not for a lack of drama here tonight at Wenatchee High School, as Eastmont has taken game 3 here, 25-22, so they're up 2-1 right now. Must-win situation for Wenatchee to force a 5th. And again, Leanne, the floor in front of us has been the winning side here.
This is interesting.
In 3 games.
Yeah.
It is kind of interesting.
You know, I got to be honest. If you're going to be here this long and you're going into Game 4, don't you want to see Game 5?
Yeah, kind of.
Regardless
Yeah,
if you're an Eastmont fan or a Wenatchee fan?
yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Like, obviously, I'm partial. I work over here and I coach here, but, like, I would rather see a good volleyball game than anything, honestly.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Our broadcast, by the way, brought to you in part by One Way Construction, a premier custom home builder and construction company for North Central Washington, including general contracting, framing, concrete, and consultation services online at onewayconstructionnw.com. You get a chance, stop by these businesses and thank them for sponsoring the broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel. It is not cheap to bring Leanne Rhymes out of retirement. Leanne Rhymes. I just called you Leanne Rhymes. How about that? You're a singer now.
I was like, she's coming to the TTC.
I know, she's coming to the TTC. Leanne Branham out of retirement. It's not cheap to get her to come out here and leave the family for a night and have her provide her expertise. 3-time All-American joining us on the broadcast. You know, Cleet and I were talking about that the other night. He says, you know, she doesn't like to talk about that, about a 3-time All-American.
Oh, I'll talk about it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, it was fun. You know, I loved playing college volleyball. Wouldn't trade it for the world. So many people are like, oh, do you wish you would have gone somewhere else? Do you wish you would have done something? Doesn't Ellensburg stink? You know, all these things. I would go back and play for Coach Mario Andaya and have my experience at Ellensburg any day of the week. Everything.
We were talking out in the hallway before the contest about Haley Van Lith, the amazing athlete for Kashmir High School, who, congratulations, she and their 3-on-3 U18 basketball team just won the gold medal at the Youth Olympics in Buenos Aires, for goodness sakes. Getting a chance to travel all around the world. I'll continue with that point here in a moment as we have the service to start Game 4 by Eastmont, and a reverse and a kill, and that's going to be a point. Lily Dexter, goodness gracious, from a cannon she shot that ball. 1-0 Wenatchee. But Haley getting a chance to do all this travel right now as a junior this year in high school, and Britt Vaughn tried to let that one go out of bounds, but it just seemed to be.
Goes, that was out. Did you see it? That was out.
It was out. But the ball just like static clean, just clung right to her. And a service there for Wenatchee. I've only got them for 3 here on the night. 2-1 to score as Eastmont will get the ball back on the service here. But what a chance for a youngster to be able to travel like that. Now, you had an opportunity to go visit many schools and not make your decision to go and make your choice to go to Central.
Sure.
Do you wish you would have not chosen so early and at least not announced so early so that you could have done more visitations and kind of play that game a little bit?
I mean, the advice I give to kids now is go on. You get 5 official visits, and I encourage kids to go on those 5 official visits. But when I went to Central, I loved the program. I loved the girls that were there. It was close to home, and I got to be honest, I'm a homebody, and my parents have been to every single one of my home games, every game in the state of Washington, and they traveled to every single away game at least once while I was playing there.
Wow.
Never missed a sporting event.
That's
you know
awesome.
what I mean? So to
it
me, the memories of having, obviously, my mom and dad there is bigger to me than having gone to a bigger name school.
Gotcha.
And honestly, when you're in a small town and you're 26-0, you feel like you're playing in the WNBA, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Megan Wolf with an amazing kill right there for Wenatchee as the Panthers stroking it right now here in Game 4, leading at 5-1. The service continues for Sydney Brownlee. Backline to Beauchamp, up front to Damon. Here's the kill attempt by Schwartz. Counter, block at the net by Schwartz off of Megan Wolf. They'll give it back to Megan. Megan will go soft this time. Damon is there to Beauchamp. Over to Vaughn. Up front to White. Reverse it to Redmond. Block at the net and diving down Dexter.
It's the first time I've seen Emily get blocked this game, or this night.
Yeah, I think you're right. Point to Eastmont. Cutting the lead to 5-2. Beauchamp out. Grasseth comes back in for the Wildcats. Service by Schwartz. Diving down was Megan Wolf. Kill by Redmond. Blocked at the net again. White over to Wolf. And that's in. Cross court she goes. Wolfie with the point for Wenatchee. And for those who don't know, and again, I'll mention it here, that I've known Megan Wolf since she was knee-high to a grasshopper, so I have a little license to call her Wolfie. out there. And she likes it.
People were judging you at home, I know.
I know. They were like, wait a minute. You're rooting here, Eric. You're rooting. No, I'm not rooting. I just know some of these kids very well.
Hey, so I was going to ask, you never answered your big debate for this weekend. What are hunting, fishing? What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Are you just going to wake up in the morning and decide?
Yeah, well, I can't do that. I got to decide Friday because I've got football tomorrow night to call.
Tomorrow night is Friday.
I know. I wouldn't be able to leave until after football's over.
So you're going to leave tomorrow night late?
We did last
there,
week. We didn't get up. We didn't get up until we didn't get to camp until 3 o'clock in the morning. And then you gotta love Marion because she got up at 6 to go hunting with me and was out there all day. That's why she said I'll sleep in Sunday.
She's a good wife.
Oh, I know. I'm a lucky man. Point there to Wenatchee. Panthers on top 7-3, and the service for Megan Wolf. Wolf looks over here near side to one of the assistant coaches for where the service shall go, and she goes right to Vauchon. The clobber by Vaughn. Redmond asking what that meteor was that just came into my lap. 7-4 the score.
I doubt very many people look Coach Metcalf in the eye, but right there, Cammie is almost looking him in the eye.
Service by Vaughn to Redmond, to Wolf, up front to Dexter. Back line to Vauchon. Now they'll reverse it up, and that one's a little too long off of the kill attempt by Janae Wiggs. Worley replaced. Osborne comes in. Brownlee also comes out as Lauren Clark will come into the lineup for the Panthers as they lead it 8-4. We're in game 4 tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel. Eastmont taking game 1, 25-20. Wenatchee taking game 2, 26-24. And a dive attempt here on a cross by Grasseth.
I was just going to say right before that point happened, like, I don't trust the score. That means nothing to me.
Yeah, that's true.
That there's a lead.
Yeah, that's true. 8-5. Yeah, Wenatchee looked like they were in charge here for a while, but now Eastmont coming right back, trailing it by 3. Service by Vauchon. Nice job by Redmond to get down, and Clark was up high. It almost looked like she was going to feign a kill and then have it go back to Dexter, but everybody missed. And a point here to Eastmont. 8-6. Wolf goes down, gets it. Now they need to get it over, and they do. And that will be a point for the Panthers.
I was going to say, with that quick attempt that they did with Lauren with the miss hit, that is the, I think, only disadvantage to running what's called a zero tempo, is that if it's not right on, you're going to miss it unless you've got some massive hang time.
Yeah. Like Britt Vaughn we saw earlier with the
she's got hang time.
Jump bump. Back line, it goes to Camacho. Up front to Damon, she'll reverse it. And Schwartz. Nice job by Wolf to get it over. Here's the set, and coming in was Vaughn after the kill
attempt. It was like
attempt.
A jump bump, try to block the ball right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing she could do to get out of the way.
No. Beautiful block by Wenatchee.
Lauren's still laughing up front.
And again, these girls on both sides know each other very well. I mean, just after competing in high school all this time, but then, of course, club sports and everything else. Backline, Damon now sets it up for Wiggs. Wiggs, I thought maybe went outside the antenna. No call. Wenatchee counters. Dive. Over to Vaughn. Vaughn scoots it over. Now back, it reverses to Dexter. Going to be falling in for a point. Up trying to block was Damon and Schwartz at the nets. Ball falls in. Timeout, Corinne Davis. We'll take a 30-second break on the broadcast as well. 11-6, Wenatchee up here in game 4. We're watching Big Nine Volleyball and enjoying the heck out of it tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. We're back after this.
Hello, and what is up? Welcome to Career Shift Business Edition. I've got 3 choices: certificate, associates, and bachelor's. I'm going associates. And I'm enrolled. Stay alert, this game moves pretty fast. Whoa, exams almost did me in. I'm back on track and picking up speed. And I'm in the home stretch. Degree complete, and I'm ready to go to work. Charter helped me make that career shift. Your turn.
11-6 our score. Wenatchee on top here in game 4. We're recounting things. 25-22 was the score in game 3 as Eastmont won it. Backline Camacho. Up front to Wiggs. Diving down. Oh, they're going to say that Wenatchee kept it alive. I thought it hit the floor.
That was down like a foot in front of her hand.
Panthers going to take advantage here. Dexter with a kill attempt,
Touch.
and it's too deep,
Yeah.
or was it touch?
No, it was
Point
touch, big time.
to Wenatchee.
Yikes.
Wow.
That was down.
Yeah.
I would bet money.
We'll have to look at the tape on that one. But yeah, I thought it had hit the floor as well. But
It
Wenatchee,
like bounced. It hit the ground.
Yeah, it did.
Hey, you want to what? They all played the whistle.
Yeah,
and they did
did.
the right thing.
They did. And a block at the net here. Lauren Clark, Lily Dexter. Dynamic duo up front on the block for the Panthers. They lead at 13-6. I'd say everybody just about out here shows emotion on their face, except for Sierra White. She is just concentration on her face all the time. There's the kill by Janae Wiggs, and a point for Eastmont. Wiggs had about 3 of those in a row blocked, and they were points for Wenatchee. But this time she gets it in, and it will be a point to Eastmont, and service will go the other way for Damon. Tough serve to Panthers right there. They get it across. Dexter with the kill. Goodness.
Sorry, I felt like I needed a woo. with
Lily,
that.
that's what, 3 in this game, I think, that Lily is just pounded. And now Lily will have the service. Leading at 14-7. Backline to Vaughn. Up front, Damon with the set, and now the touch by Wiggs. Getting down was Redmond. That's going to go out of bounds. And a point to Eastmont. Boy, back and forth we go.
Absolutely. You got to give some props to Sierra. She is working her little tail off out there. And you don't really, it's hard. Setting is a very unselfish position because you don't get any of the glory. You really don't. I mean, on both teams. But it takes a lot, from a setter.
There's a nice set to Wolf. Now a top tap at the nets. And here's Vaughn trying to get it back. And Wenatchee right there as Lauren Clark says, I'll get it back to you. Now Wolf diving down, and Britt Vaughn found just enough of a gap there in the Wenatchee set to get the point. Fun game here tonight. Stanaway, service for Eastmont, trailing it by 5. Backline it comes to Dexter. Now to Brownlee. Over for the kill attempt is Wolf, and it's too long, out of bounds. Timeouts, Wenatchee. Our broadcast tonight on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you by The Windmill, a time-tested restaurant providing traditional steakhouse meals and a homey, old-fashioned dining room, open 7 days a week, 4:30 to 9. Call 509-665-9529. Also by Charter College. Charter types find solutions. Are you a charter type? They work to get you to work. Call 509-415-3576. That's 509-415-3576. Wenatchee Wild home this weekend. They play Merritt on Friday and Saturday at the Town Toyota Center. 7 o'clock they'll drop the puck. And of course your home for Wenatchee Wild broadcast here on TV is the NCWLIFE channel. We'll begin our Thursday hockey nights coming up on November 1st right here on the NCWLIFE channel. And so be sure and join us for that. In fact, I believe the game from last Friday, that home opener against Nanaimo, will be our first broadcast game on November 1st, as we have an agreement with the Wild not to show the live stuff, so on the tape delay. If you missed it on opening nights, be sure and watch it on November 1st. Service here for Eastmont. Well, they have had more service errors than Wenatchee, that's for sure.
Sure.
And I would say probably 3 times as many service errors.
Yeah, seems like quite a bit more, huh?
Brownlee now on the service for Wenatchee. As soon as I say that,
you jinxed them.
I jinxed them.
My mom would call it a net whammy.
Net whammy. It ticked, I think, the antenna and then also went out.
So I was going to tell you, I got a phone call today from a gal from the TTC offering some sort of group deal for my youth soccer team.
Oh,
so
okay.
super great, super awesome opportunity, but I had to decline because our kids are 4 years old. They're in bed by 7.
Oh, for a wild game.
So she kind of laughed, and I was like, my kid's asleep by 7. So I talked to some of my parents, and they're like, yeah, we're going to have to decline because it's just too late at this point. She kind of laughed, and she's like, well, I guess that makes sense.
Redmond on the service here for Wenatchee, leading it by 5. Back line, it goes to Stanaway. Little bump there between two bodies for Eastmont. Now the reverse set, and
Ooh,
that was kind of a tough one. Oh, that was touched by Vaughn, and it helped out Wenatchee on that one. There's a kill by Wolf, and a point. And I would say Megan Wolf is about the closest Panther out there that has the cheer similar to my favorite cheer from a year ago.
From the Demery sub.
From Demery sub.
Hers is lower and towards her chest,
Yes.
but it is the exact same every time.
Yes.
Oh, Demery.
Kill attempt here offline for Mercado, and a point for Wenatchee. Things edging in favor momentum-wise for the Panthers. Redmond service leading it by 7. I think that's our biggest differential we've had all night long. Vaughn goes down to a knee, can't get it. And the momentum swing continues Wenatchee's way as they lead it by 8, 19-11.
You know, kind of a fun opportunity. There's 5 seniors out on the floor for Wenatchee. Not always do you see that, you know?
Service, Redmond, Stanaway to Vaughn, kill, in, point. Well, she hasn't missed many of those tonight, I tell you that. Mercado comes out, and I think Camacho came in for her. She'll be back to serve here for Eastmont. Service down the line. Dexter's there. Reverse set to Worley, and tap for Vaughn. Back to Vaughn it goes. Double-handed, she got it over. Now to Megan Wolf. Megan called for it.
Megan
she
says,
wanted
get out of
it.
here.
Yep. Now Vaughn right there, and it caroms off of a hand of Cammie Worley out of bounds. Point to Eastmont.
There's that word you taught me, caroms.
Caroms, yes.
A ricochet.
Bounces, deflects. Trajectory. Cleat told me I used a term the other night that I can't really use.
Oh, what was that?
I mentioned that hand placement.
Sure.
As far as kind of go up in a block as the angle of the dangle. And he says, no, don't use that. Yeah, okay, all right, I will. 1914 score here.
I agree with Cleat.
Okay, all right, I try. Pull out the lexicon when I can. All right, so back line it goes to Dexter. Crossover for Wolf. Wolf away from the net there. Got it across. Now to Vaughn. Brownlee chasing. We're going to get into the net. Called against Wenatchee, and a point for Eastmont.
Look at this. And Eastmont trying to push their way back in.
Every time they think they're out in front, they get reeled back in. 19-15 our score here on the NCWLIFE channel. And, wow.
Wow.
I just looked down at my page here, and I'm just like befuddled, bemused, betwixt about how this, it always seems to be so close between these two teams.
Right.
We go back to those broadcasts last year, and my first time calling volleyball on the TV. And, and now that we get to do these games live, last year we were all tape recorded for the games and would bring them back at a different time. But I'll tell you, I have enjoyed this thoroughly.
Yeah.
And I've learned so much from you in this amount of time of calling these games. And
well, nice.
I've just had a great time with it. And I think I told you this last year. If they would have offered boys volleyball in high school, I would have played that in the winter months.
Yeah.
I chose to wrestle. I chose to play basketball, but I would have definitely played volleyball because I always enjoyed the game.
You know, it's so much fun. It really is. So I don't blame you.
19-15. Here we go after the timeout. Eastmont on the service. Camacho back line to Redmond. White to Wolf. And a touch by Grasseth. Couple of taps, but nobody there to help out on the second go-around. And it will be a point to Wenatchee. A little more serious looks on the faces of the ladies here as this game winds on.
Absolutely. This is where it gets real right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Service. Wenatchee needs this win to stay alive and force a fifth. And we're going to get a point to Eastmont, or to Wenatchee.
Yeah, they're saying
nice
they didn't
block
touch it.
by Lily Dexter there at the net.
Well, she's saying Lily. He's saying Lily didn't touch it.
Okay, it went into the net.
I was going to say this game I feel like is a lot. There's a lot on the plate because these girls may never play each other again. This may be it for those seniors, you know?
That could be.
So I think this is when you start feeling it a tiny bit.
Wolf with a rare service error for Wenatchee here tonight. Skimmed off the top of the net and goes out of bounds. Substitution for Eastmont. Stanaway comes out. And back in comes Janae Wiggs. Meanwhile, Britt Vaughn back on the service as they trail it by 5. Vaughn. Back line to Redmond. There's White. Try to scoot it over quickly, find a hole. Now to Wiggs. Flat palm hit, smacks against that ball. Dexter. And going down, Vauchal, and one of the rare times the vacuum can't pick up that piece off the floor tonight. 22-16. And a timeout again taken by Eastmont. We'll take another break on the broadcast. 30 seconds, we're back. 22-16 the score. Wenatchee up by 6. We're back after this.
Thanks for watching sports on the NCWLIFE channel. It's brought to you in part by the Fireplace Guys, Central Washington's most trusted names in fireplace and barbecue sales, installation, and service. Located at 1205 Walnut Street in Wenatchee, thefireplaceguy.net. Beneficial in-home care, your compassionate in-home care provider. All the benefits of assisted living while remaining within the comfort of your own home. And the Windmill Restaurant, providing traditional steakhouse meals and a homely, old-fashioned dining room. Call 509-665-9529.
In case we have some. Welcome back once again here to Wenatchee High School. Entertaining one here tonight. 22-16 the score in Game 4. Wenatchee a must-win game to force a fifth. And all things look like we might be going that way once again. Osborne on the service. Camacho back line to Damon.
I mean, you never know in this sport. You don't want to count your chickens too fast.
Absolutely. Could get a run here by Eastmont. And Wenatchee got it back over. I thought maybe that was 4, but no, the official's right there. There's a kill by Janae Wiggs. Coming at you,
I'm in the game, Eric. I am in the game.
You touched the ball. Look at you. I think it would be fun if spectators like baseball got to keep the ball if it came to you.
That's an expensive keep
That
right
would
there.
it'd be an expensive game. But the school district out of business can't have that. There's a beautiful kill at the net for Lily Dexter. And a point to Wenatchee. 2 away from forcing a fifth. Sierra White on the service. 23-17. Sierra with the approach. Got it across. A little confusion there for Eastmont. Kill attempt.
Nice dig.
And a nice dig there for Wolfie. Back line it goes to Vauchal. Here's the kill by Wiggs. Sierra White there. Osborne. Now Dexter. And it will tear him off of the sprawling Janae Wiggs. Out of bounds. Point to Wenatchee. 1 away from forcing a fifth. And again, 1 away from making the floor in front of us this side, the winning side. Here's the service. Backline Camacho up front to Damon. Down a kill attempt. Diving play by Wolf. And then we're going to get it a point here. Double hits whistled against, I think,
That was a
Redmond.
nice get though, because that ball actually went inbounds.
Absolutely. So Eastmont staves off the final point, at least for another serve. Emma Damon on the service. Backline, awkward hit, and Osborne got it over. Near side, Wiggs, block at the net, and into the net goes Eastmont, point to Wenatchee, and it will be a Panther win in Game 4. 25-18 the final. Well, we wondered if it would go 5, and sure enough, it goes 5. The coin toss is happening. We will come back after a 60-second break. Get you ready for the 5th and deciding game coming up next on the NCWLIFE channel.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise. Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Car Care's technicians are ASE Master Techs and well versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you all set. These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely espresso shakes.
My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Well, here we go. A 5th and deciding And we mentioned that in the pregame that 4 out of the 6 of these games, now 5 out of the last 7 of these games has gone 5. In all 4 prior to this one that have gone 5 games, Eastmont has won all 4. The floor in front of us has been the winning side. The coin flip, Eastmont gets this side in front of us. So we'll see if it holds serve, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, I am not superstitious whatsoever. I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, but
confidence is everything.
Confidence is everything.
And if you believe it can be, then it will be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. But it is also hard to beat a team twice in the same season in a game to 5.
Absolutely.
It is hard. But we'll see. This should be exciting.
A game of attrition here tonight at Wenatchee High School. Eastmont, Wenatchee, Wildcats, Panthers. Thanks for joining us on the NCWLIFE channel. It's brought to you in part by Walkabout Grill, where eating out is eating healthy in downtown Wenatchee and downtown Leavenworth. It will be Lily Dexter on the service for Wenatchee. Here we go. The fans back in it, back on their feet. Dexter serve. Brighton Ream out there will get it back. No, it goes to Wiggs on the kill attempt. Here's Wolfie. It's blocked. Goes out of bounds off of Ream. First point goes to Wenatchee. When you're playing to 15,
it's fast.
That's a big one.
It's a big one. It's just fast.
Dexter, service again to Vaughn. Now the kill attempt for Schwartz. Too deep.
I always, when I was coaching, when we were in game 5, you play little baby games to 3. You've got to win baby games to 3. Like, it's okay to lose a point, but you better win the next 2.
Service again. Dexter looking for the baby 3 you're talking about. To Damon. Set for Ream down in the corner. It's in.
So the way I would do it, though, is they already won because they won the first 2. So now you start over.
Okay.
So now Wenatchee's down 0-1.
Okay. That's Whitey Herzog. His baseball theory was you win 3 innings at a time. You win the first 3 innings, you win the second 3 innings, and then by the third 3 innings, you've got a 1.
Yeah, interesting.
Backline to Brownlee. Wolf, kill, block, point. Eastmont tied at 2.
Those 2 girls almost headbutt each other. Did you see that? They were so excited. That'd be bad.
Don't get into concussion protocol by celebrating.
Yeah.
Stanaway on the service. Tied up at deuce. Backline Dexter. The set. The scramble. And a nice play by Brighton Ream. How about the 5'6" senior found the hole in the pond. Stanaway on the service. Early Mo was Wenatchee. Now Eastmont's. Service
That's a nice serve.
Ream is there to Damon, to Vaughn, kill, out. Didn't miss by much.
I like when you know it's a good call when the coach looks and says, yep, like it was out.
Tied at 3. Excitement abounds. Sydney Brownlee on the service. And down the line, Kobe Vauchon says, yep, I messed up. Wenatchee back out in front by 1. Brownlee again on the service. Goes right at Stanaway. Now the set for Vaughn, and it's in this time. Almost the same exact spot. This time it was about 4 inches the other direction, and it's in. Tied at 4. Grasseth in for Eastmont's Corinne Davis. Serving it will be Sarah Schwartz, the 5'8" junior, with the approach. Down the line, Brownlee's there. Set by White, kill, and it's in. Redmond! Everybody's getting into the game here tonight. Wenatchee 5, Eastmont 4. And I love it when the person who gets the point gets the serve. Emily Redmond doing so right now. Tough serve. Vaughn will get the setback. Block at the net by Worley.
That's a big block. It's a big lead to take by 2 in game 5.
Well, 2-point lead for the Panthers.
But like I said before, I still have no idea what's going to happen.
Stanaway. Damon. Ream into the net. Wenatchee. I didn't see who touched it. Was Megan Wolf.
Yeah, it was Megan. Her shoulder came down and touched it.
Ream replaced here by Jenica Camacho. She'll come in to serve as her team trails it by 1, 6-5. Again, it is the first to 15. Got to win by 2. Brownlee. Scramble for White. Redmond. Awkward. Got it across. Set for Grasseth. Brownlee's there. White to Wolf. Vauchon. Vaughn not able to get it. And
You're in
now
the game.
I'm in the game. And a point to the Panthers.
Man, that would have been a nice shot, though, had that gone over the net. Wenatchee would have never been there.
Brighton Ream comes back in. 7-5 the score. Wenatchee on top, trying to grab their largest lead here in the 5th. Megan Wolf on the service. Tough serve. Ace! Looked like it might head for the net. I think that's what Vauchon thought. And it drops right at her feet. Corinne Davis comes out, barks some instructions to her team. Trailing it by 3, 8-5. Megan Wolf on the service.
Oh.
That one is into the net. A rare service error for Wenatchee here in the game comes at a crucial moment, as Britt Vaughn will drop back on the service. A timeout taken by Wenatchee. We will keep it right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. The first time these two teams met back in September, it went 5 games. Eastmont able to get the better of Wenatchee in that 5th game, 15-11. It is 8-6, Wenatchee by 2 here, but I don't know, momentum, where is it right now, Leanne?
Nowhere. I have no idea what's going to happen, and I love that I still get anxiety about this. Like, it's just fun.
You're twisting in your chair right now.
Yeah, like literally, my hands are sweating.
Your shoulders are going with every swing that happens out there. Your shoulders are up. You're ready for that spike. You want to make it happen.
I'm thinking it's happening. No, I love this kind of volleyball. This is why you play. Honestly, this is why you play. This is why fans come. This is why everybody watches.
Well, we appreciate you watching here on the NCWLIFE channel. Here we go, Britt Vaughn on the service after the Wenatchee timeout, and it's off of Megan Wolf. And a point. That was a difficult serve. Crossing over to the left side. Caught Megan Wolf off balance. And we're within 1. Vaughn, service. Back line, Redmond's there. Scramble by Wolf. Now Dexter gets it across. Vauchon. Now they cross over to Wiggs. Janae's shot too deep. Out of bounds. Megan Wolf with a big grin on her face, as that was close, but she was the one to let it go by. Out of bounds. 9-7. Eastmont trailing it by 2. Wenatchee on the service, as Jenna Osborne will have it. Good serve. Damon is there. Now Grasseth got it over, hit the net. Here's Dexter. Block at the net. That one's going to fall in, and a point for Wenatchee.
They could have easily called that on Wenatchee, though, if you look at that ball.
Biggest differential here in game 5. Right now, 3 points. 10-7. Going to 15. Osborne on the service. To Vaughn. To Damon. Reverse to Grasseth. Blocked by Dexter. Timeout going to be taken here as the momentum is on the side of the Wenatchee Panthers. We'll take a break and come back as well and collect our breath for the final 4 points or many more.
There'll be more.
We'll be back on the NCWLIFE channel after this 30-second timeout.
Where will you be a year from now? You could be working as a medical assistant. The Charter College Medical Assistant Certificate Program gets you work ready in 10 months. Add 5 more months to earn an associate degree. We prepare you with hands-on training and support you after graduation with job search help and interview skills. Institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, Charter has been training healthcare professionals for more than 30 years. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
Of course, I didn't time this. (11-7) the score after the timeout. Here we go. Jenna Osborne on the service. Back line. Ream is there. The set for Janae Wiggs. Block at the net. Another point for Wenatchee. Panthers are feeling it right now. Eastmont back on its heels right now. And I wonder if this is where that little mental game of what happened last weekend in the tournament comes to fruition for Wenatchee. Osborne again on the service. Ream is there. The set for Grasseth. Block at the net again by Wenatchee. Here's the kill. Wenatchee scrambling. Points for Eastmont when they needed it most. 12-8 the score.
Absolutely. It's a great way to stop some momentum right there. Now it's about if Wenatchee can get it back.
And you got Kobe Vauchon on the service. Tough serve. Ace. Suddenly, breath breathed back into the sail of the ship that is the Wildcat Armada here tonight. 12-9. Service. Down goes Wolf. And mistiming it was Lauren Clark. She was up high, but the set a little bit lagging to get to her, and a timeout taken by Wenatchee. 12-10 the score. Eastmont, after that timeout, Wenatchee had the big lead. They came to the huddle here in the bench, and Britt Vaughn on her face just looked deflated. That balloon had just went. And 3 points later, they trail it by 2, and suddenly the balloon's reinflated again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate you joining us here on the NCWLIFE channel. Oh, this is a new phone. Oh, you're going to have to help me with that. My phone went dead, so we're in contact with the studio, trying to regain it here. Hi, Becca Freeman. You're back with me in my ear, and we have a 12-10 game, and it is a service for Kobe Vauchon. Service down the line. Osborne is there to White. Here's the set. The kill attempt at the nets. Back and forth it goes. Who's going to last this one? Ream across. Volley around. Dexter finding the hole. No, there's Eastmont. Osborne, it's survival of the fittest happening right now. Who's going to get it? Osborne diving down as Ream. The touch of the net, and into the net goes Dexter, and a point to Eastmont. It's 12-11.
That was such a scramble play, like get the ball out of that area. Everybody was scared to do anything with it.
Goodness gracious. Eastmont clinging to breath here moments ago. Now lungs full. The kill attempt by Dexter. Point to Wenatchee. Lily had gone hard twice. This time decided to direct it down the line. Beautiful play. 13-11 the score. 2 away from a win for Wenatchee. Russ Waterman and Jim Beeson, the athletic directors for both school districts over there, pacing back and forth. Ream, Damon, kill attempt for Wiggs. They got it over to points.
This is awesome.
13-12. Another instant classic tonight on the NCWLIFE channel.
You know, it makes you wonder if there's rivals like this in other places in the league, like maybe Ike and Davis, you know?
Hard to say. Here's a kill and a block. Nice job by Dexter to counter. Dexter gets it back. It skims off of a finger at the line. They reverse it. Here's the kill by Ream. It's in! Tied at 13! Brighton Ream comes up with the shot. Fans loving this one.
Parents are back here ready with their video cameras for both sides.
Emma Damon on the service. The run up. Wolf is there. Up to White. Back to Dexter. Blocked.
Ooh.
They let that go.
Yeah,
I thought that was 4 hits on Wenatchee. Now the little touch by Janae Wiggs. Touch of the net by Lauren Clark. It got over. Now they're going to set it up. Damon reverses it. There's Rhyme again going down the line. It's in!
Wow.
15-13. How about this comeback by Eastmont?
Absolutely, and I really appreciate Eastmont's assistant coach over here, this male. He is happy and in it. Love it.
Could be game points. Damon, service across, Wolf down to White, to Dexter, falling down Vauchon. They scramble, they get it across. Back line it goes. White up front, and it's deep, and I think that may have been out. Vauchon scrambling for it, and we're tied again at 14.
My heart is pounding right now because of you. You're so intense, I love it.
Tied at 14, you gotta win by 2. Service for Lily Dexter. Across, Vaughn is there. Now Vauchon, now Ream. Got it across to Dexter. White with the kill attempt at the net, and it's in! Timeouts, Eastmont. Listen to this crowd.
This is cool.
15-14, Panthers by 1. Trying to snap the string of one-sided floor here that has been the lucky side here. But when you're this good, you make your own luck. Eastmont won game 1, 25-20. Wenatchee won game 2, 26-24. Eastmont took game 3, 25-22. Wenatchee came back, won game 4, 25-18 to force it here, and we're going extras to determine this one. But the Panthers could wrap it up right here on this serve by Lily Dexter. Dexter on the service. Across, Vaughn is there to Damon. Reverses it, and it's a point for Wenatchee, and the Panthers will win it 16-14. They come back.
That was a great game for both teams.
Give credit to both sides. Clawing hard, fighting for every point here tonight. And the Panthers barely get the better of Eastmont, 16-14 here in the 5th game. My, oh my. We'll take a break and come back here on the post-game show coming up on the NCWLIFE channel after this timeout.
Thanks for watching sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Brought to you by One Way Construction, premier custom home builders and construction company for North Central Washington, including general contracting, framing, concrete, and consulting services. OneWayConstructionNW.com. These guys, Central Washington's most trusted names in fireplace and barbecue sales, installation, and service, located at 1205 Walnut Street, Wenatchee. TheFireplaceGuy.net. And Beneficial In-Home Care, your compassionate in-home care provider. All the benefits of assisted living while remaining within the comfort of your own home.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
Walkabout Grill, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner in downtown Wenatchee and now downtown Leavenworth, where eating out is eating healthy.
Thanks for watching sports on the NCWLIFE channel. It's brought to you in part by the Fireplace Guys, Central Washington's most trusted names in fireplace and barbecue sales, installation, and service. Located at 1205 Walnut Street in Wenatchee, thefireplaceguy.net. Beneficial In-Home Care, your compassionate in-home care provider. All the benefits of assisted living while remaining within the comfort of your own home. And the Windmill Restaurant, providing traditional steakhouse meals in a homey, old-fashioned dining room. Call 509-665-9529.
Welcome back here on the postgame show on the NCWLIFE channel along with Leanne Branham. I'm Eric Grandstrom. And, well, we wondered if it would go 5. We wondered if they could possibly have the same drama that we've seen so many times between Eastmont and Wenatchee. And sure enough, boy, did we have it tonight.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, I think that's what everybody wants to see is a really great game. So they definitely got that tonight.
The Wenatchee Panthers would, I guess, rebound, you could say, from the loss earlier this earlier this season, a month ago, falling on the road at Eastmont in 5 games, coming back, defending the home floor here tonight, and what a game of momentum swings all night long. And I was trying to think of, well, gee, who do we highlight for either team? It was a team win for Wenatchee and a team loss for Eastmont. I mean, you can't blame anybody. I mean, it was just fantastic, fun volleyball to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. There was no bad volleyball played out there tonight. There was a lot of kids working really, really, really hard. And, yeah, there's not like a player of the game.
Yeah.
You're totally right with that. Wenatchee played well all around. Eastmont played well all around. And I think that credit goes everywhere, honestly.
Yeah. So we appreciate you watching here tonight and hanging with it the whole way as Wenatchee knocks off the Eastmont Wildcats. The scores tonight, 25-20 Eastmont in Game 1, 26-24 Wenatchee in Game 2, 25-22 Eastmont in Game 3, 25-18 Wenatchee in Game 4, and of course we had to go a little extra here in Game 5, 16-14 the final. Had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Next up we'll be maybe talking about some playoffs here
on
the NCWLIFE channel. For Leanne Branham, for Jessica Medina, for Marion Grandstrom, for Dan Kuntz, and for Becca Freeman back in the studios, I'm Eric Grandstrom. That's going to wrap it up for Big 9 volleyball tonight, where Wenatchee outlasts Eastmont 3-2. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Alignment Pros, Automoca, Color FX, Global Car Care, One Way Construction, and the Windmill Restaurant. NCWLIFE channel's coverage is also brought to you by Charter College and the Walkabout Grill. This concludes today's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE channel.